Hello, everyone.
Is Jessica coming?
She should. I know Shalifa always does.
Yeah, because we need a monitor.
Yes.
Did he say what him and his parents were doing for the anniversary?
Nope. He did not say nothing to me. Oh, what's the last time I talked to him? Oh, the last time I talked to him was Tuesday. Because Monday we only talked once, and the rest of the time we were just talking about news.
So those pickle pops are really good. So I bought some of the little popsicle makers. Not that make the bigger popsicles, but the little tiny pops.
Right.
And I got the German pickles that I really love. And I'm using the pickle juice from them for that.
Nice.
I didn't think I'd like it at first. And the ones she sent me were a tiny bit salty. But I ate that other one after I was working in the yard and sweating like crazy. And it really, it was refreshing then because, my body was craving salt.
Oh, yeah. Like, a lot of people don't realize that pickle juices actually does help with the sore throat and everything.
So, yeah, the vinegar and everything.
Yep. And then the salt. My brother uses Element. Now, they have different flavors, but you add, it's like a different flavor of salt, and you put it in water. You just drink it. I gotta find it though. And send it to you.
Well, the vinegar is a natural antibacterial.
Yep.
And an antifungal.
Yep.
And salt is also antibacterial. It's you can disinfect stuff with salt.
Yep. A lot of people they seem to forget that natural stuff just helps better because that's what your body craves.
Right.
But too much salt can dehydrate you really quickly too.
Right.
That's what a lot of people don't understand. There has to be a good balance of that. Hairball.
I've had this tickle in my throat all day.
Oh.
And I think it's allergies.
Because
our weather switched real quick.
Yeah.
And we have been getting wind the wrong way. Like it's coming in a different way than it normally comes in, I guess, from that storm. And our pollen count has been in the dangerous zone.
Ooh. The weather has been really cool. So,
it's raining. It's 55 out right now.
68 for us.
It was it got up to maybe 73 today. Can you hear me all right?
Yeah, I can hear you.
And I don't know. I've been real stuffy and scratchy throat, but I don't feel sick. And I didn't like when I was, because we had 3 things going on. I counted orders, got it all packed, loaded it all downstairs to the front porch. Then we had a Walmart delivery. So I had to throw everything off to the side, get the Walmart delivery, haul that in, put it all away. finish bringing down the rest of the soap, have that all waiting. Then, in between, I was like making lunch, doing laundry. And Heidi Joe, she folds all the laundry. All I got to do is bring it up and put the basket on the table, and she loves to fold laundry. And she puts it in piles, and she knows who all the clothes belong to.
Right.
So she puts it in piles. So I helped her put her stuff away. Then I carried my mom's to the upstairs. She put hers away. And then I carried mine up to the upstairs and I put mine away. Then the mailman came late, picked up my order. I helped him load that in. And then I was cleaning up the back porch because I did my new moon thing last night. I almost fell asleep on the back porch. I really did. It was just beautiful out. And the candlelight, you know what I mean? I was just sitting there just really zoning. And so I cleaned I cleaned up my back porch. And then Matt needed help with some stuff because his dexterity isn't always so great with his fingers. Yeah. Needed some help with some stuff, so I helped him. Then I made dinner. I'm trying to think. Oh, cleaned. Gypsy has 2 cat litter boxes. Like I did the heavy duty cleaning. Because usually what I do is I fill them up with litter, and for 2 weeks I just scoop out the stuff every day for 2 weeks. And then I dump all of it, and then I scrub them out with baking soda and vinegar, and then I rinse them out with the hose, dry them off, and then fill them up with completely clean litter. That's how I do it. And so I did that. I cleaned her litter boxes. I cleaned all her food dishes and water dishes out and ran them through the dishwasher so they're sanitary.
Nope.
I'm trying to think.
Okay. Jessica, she's on her way.
Oh, hey, look what I got. Look what I got.
What you got?
Is Jessica here yet?
Not yet. Her YouTube is updating right now.
What?
Her YouTube is updating right now.
Oh, that's weird.
Yeah.
So remember Gerard Cosmetics, and I emailed them and they sent it right out. And that insurance that you get, make sure that you check that for $1.55 because that's what covered this. And I got to keep the broken ones. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to dump out what I couldn't repress.
Right.
And then just keep it for a spare. But this is the moon one.
Ooh. Ooh, those are pretty. I like those shades.
It was that shade no, this one. It was this shade that came out. It's like a purple lavender.
I like those shades.
And this is the one that the magician. I was really upset that it was broke because Hey, girl. All right, I'll have to re-show the moon one. All right, so that's what it should have looked like. And it was that shade that broke.
Those are really pretty. I like
so it's
those.
the 4 mattes and then 4 shimmers. And they came pretty fast.
Oh yeah, I like it how they switch it up the palettes and have like all shimmers, all mattes, and they have a good mixture for each palette.
Hold on, Jess. I'll show you the moon one. They replaced them and they came today. So this is the moon one. Now it's different. It's 4 mattes up here and 4 shimmers on the bottom, if you see. And this is like a charcoal color. It looks green on there, but that's charcoalish color.
I mean, those are pretty.
Yes, I was trying to just, I don't know, I'm getting ready, gathering stuff for my fall altar because I changed I always clean my altars off on the new moon, which was yesterday, like dust off anything, but I'm getting ready to change it for the season. So I'm probably going to go up to my son's house tomorrow and grab my grandsons and go on a hike and maybe gather some pine cones and acorns and for my altar. Yeah, it was. It was really fast for the replacement. And I was telling her, if you ever buy from them, make sure you check the little check mark that you want to pay $1.55 for insurance. Because all I did was they sent me a link and I went to the link for that insurance, sent them 2 pictures, wrote a little thing that both pallets were damaged, but the other one was okay. Submitted the 2 pictures, hit submit. In 15 minutes on my Gmail, it came through. It said, okay, it's been approved for, that it was obviously broken. And the next morning it was mailed out.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, I can't bitch at all about that. And I think it's cute when you get your Gerard Cosmetics, anything from them, it always says, we love you and we appreciate your business very much. Love, Jen and Yogi.
Oh, that's cute.
I like when companies do that. I get the Grove Collaborative boxes.
Mm-hmm.
I get all my dishwasher detergent because it's all sustainable. I get my dishwasher detergent, dish liquid, scouring pads are made like with bamboo, and then it's like clean, like cleaners, like toilet bowl cleaner that's not caustic. That if your animal would drink out of the toilet, it's not gonna die. And I got like the antibacterial spray that's safe around pets and animals, and soap, hand soap, and all that shit. No matter what, even during the pandemic, they hand write in a magic marker on your box. Like last week, or oh my God, I can't even talk. Last month, or the beginning of this month, I should say, this month's box, it said, are you ready for fall, Christine? We threw in a gift. And it was a little Black Cat hand soap. But they write right on the box. And I mean, they got to have thousands of customers, but no matter what, there's always something written on it. And it always has my name on it.
That is so cool.
Yeah, me too. I love personal touches from a small business.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if that Grove Collaborative is a small business. I mean, they do those it's like kind of like a subscription thing.
Right.
And I just go in and edit my cart every month. And I usually get about a $35 to $40 order per month. But I'm getting everything. I'm getting my dishwasher detergent, my laundry detergent, my dish liquid. I get replacement sponges, bathroom cleaners, hand soap refills. Because you can buy the bottles like with the pump, but then they'll send you just one big bottle of, and you can still, if you like that scent that you were using, you can just refill it. So it's less plastic. I'm trying to think what else I get from them. Oh, tissues. Wherever they are.
I gotta find them here. Like I gotta find them now. Oh wow.
Yeah, tree free. They're made from bamboo. They're soft. And then this box is totally, you can throw it in your compost bin and grow plant. It'll break down just like, and all the boxes, even the box it comes in,
Mm-hmm.
you You just shred it up and throw it in your compost bin, like if you compost stuff,
Mm.
and it'll break right down and turn into dirt, just like regular compost.
That is cool.
And the plastics, they can be recycled, but they're considered food grade, even though there was cleaners in it,
That's
because the
Right.
cleaners are not bad.
right.
I love the room sprays too, which I don't know what I did with it. Like they have these little room freshening sprays. This one is basil,
Oh, Dr. Myers. Oh, yeah.
and I
Okay.
love the way it smells.
Is
And
that-
my cat don't mind the basil one.
Mm.
She doesn't mind the basil, the rosemary one, and the acorn spice. She doesn't, but any of the others, like the more flowery ones, she hates
Yeah.
it.
Oh. Cats are weird. But at least they'll let you know.
I don't know what Heidi's watching, but it sounds like somebody's being murdered. That's right up her alley.
Oh my goodness.
I gave her this flashlight, because we've been having so many crazy storms and, in case the lights go out. So last, she scared when I tell you she scared the fucking shit out of me, she literally did. So I'm laying in bed. I'm having a hard time falling asleep.
Mhm.
And I'm watching, I don't know, do you watch Swoop on YouTube?
Yeah.
I was watching that 3-hour long Swoop thing about Colleen Ballinger's husband. That's what I'm watching, right?
Uh-huh.
So I'm about 2 hours in, I'm like dozing off, right?
Yeah.
I have to look over at the camera and I see this like glowing light in front of Heidi's face. And the way she looked, I was like, what the fuck? Right? She was
Oh, no.
shining flashlight through her hand and looking at her hand with the light back here because it'll get like orange. You can see your veins and stuff. It's real bright. And she's like laying like this. And I'm getting the glow down on her face and she's in complete darkness and her hand's all orange. And I'm like, what the fuck? Right? And I jump up. I'm thinking something's happening to her. And I click the button. I'm like, what are you doing? She's like, looking at my hand. I'm like, oh my God.
Oh,
Like, way to give me a heart attack. Thanks.
Oh my gosh, that's funny.
Some of the shit she does, she cracks me up.
Boy.
Oh, Jessica, if I can't sleep, best way to put to sleep something about serial killers or true crime drama. That's what I put on to go to sleep to relax.
Oh my gosh, that's funny. I mean, that is funny.
Oh, and
It's
then
kind of weird without Diego. I want to say that. That's the first part of the life. It's kind of weird.
yeah, he'll be back.
Oh yeah.
I'm sure he's having fun with his parents.
Oh yeah.
They probably had a lot of family coming. Because I know my future son-in-law, when his family gets together, I mean, it's a party for days.
It could be for them too.
Because his mom and dad's anniversary party started on a Friday, and everybody kind of stayed the night and was like brought campers and everything and was there all day Saturday and eating and just celebrating. And then I guess they all cleaned up on Sunday, helped, get everything cleaned up, packed up, and came home. But yeah.
I can deal with
My
that.
daughter said she just loves the food. She liked trying all the different Mexican food. And she said like some of the fruits that we don't normally eat.
Yeah.
She got, she tried a whole bunch of different types of fruits and fruit salads and like little like dips. Like salsa and guacamole, but there was other stuff. But along that line where you could dip. And she said all of it was very unique. And she really enjoyed everything.
I mean, yeah, what was it? It was Tuesday that my brother and I went out to eat and everything. So we had to do some stuff. And we always go to a Mexican restaurant and everything was like, this place. I mean, I love Mexican food.
Yeah, me too.
I mean, I'll try anything, but Mexican food, I like.
I used to love when we were living over in York, PA, they had a German restaurant and the lady was, like right off the boat. So it was very authentic German food. And you miss that when, because my grandmother was only 55 when she passed away. And it was just a freak thing. But I was 19 when that happened.
Oh, wow.
So it's like I didn't get enough time. She wasn't on earth long enough to teach me all the German meals. Like I know, like rouladen and sauerbraten, I can make that, and I can make the red cabbage. But there's so many other meals that are really good and tasty that I just didn't get to learn. And all her recipes were in German. So I'd taken them to a place to get them interpreted into English, and they lost them. Yep. They fucking lost them.
Why'd they fucking lose them?
I don't know. They gave me $500 for losing them. I was like, well, what good's $500 fucking dollars gonna do?
Yeah.
How about you figure out how to get my grandmother resurrected and figure out the fucking recipes? Yep, and they were all handwritten too, and that's what sucks. So at least I would have had that, her handwriting. You know what I mean? Yeah, well. For a reason, I guess. So I was pissed though. I wanted to punch the guy in the face, and he was in tears. And I mean, he wrote me a $500 check like immediately. But at the time, I was young and more volatile, and more mean, and just let him have it. Now I look back, I shouldn't have made the guy cry. He felt shitty enough. But what he thinks happened was he set, because it was in an old recipe box. It was cardboard. And he set it up on the shelf, and he was going to just take them out one by one and translate them. And he thinks the cleaning lady thought it was something to be thrown away because he left it sitting on the desk, and she pitched it. And the garbage truck had already come before he opened the shop, or he would have been dumpster diving.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, see, now that, Jessica, that's exactly how it went down too in my family. Everybody was denying having it. And then my cousin came up and said, I have it. And then now he blames me because I should have just kept it from you because we'd still have it. But they're the ones that we all pitched in to have it translated. It's like,
man.
Like my mom said, how do we know? Because we just assumed everything in there was recipes. What if there was some deep, dark family secret in there that would have like destroyed us?
Yeah.
And he translate, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So it is what it is.
Yep. I mean, it sucks, but you never know
Yeah,
what could be in that rain.
because I do believe, in that, like, everything happens for a reason. You might not, when the bad stuff's going on, you might not understand the reason, but then later down the line, you think back and go, well, I'm kind of, that sucked and it was horrible. It pushed me in this direction, and I'm glad I'm here where I'm at. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Like you said, oh, if this thing didn't happen, this and that. Nah, I'm glad it happened.
Well, look, okay, like even abusive things like our pasts.
Yep.
If we didn't go through that, we wouldn't be the compassionate,
Yep.
victim protecting,
Yep.
I mean, I think we got faults with it too, like giving people too many chances,
Yep.
trying to be fixers.
Yep.
Like, I don't know how you did, but to me, it made me into a fixer. Oh, that person's having a hard time. I'll try to fix them.
Yep.
And then I
I
had to
really
learn.
want not to do that right now.
Yep. And then I had to learn that you can only fix yourself,
Yep.
and you can only throw up the guidance out there, and they got to do the work.
Yep.
It can't be all put on your shoulders.
Exactly. That's what I'm learning is that.
But it also taught me to stand my ground too, which was a lot, with having social issues to begin with, and then trying to figure things out. I became like real shy and introverted. But in a sense, they pushed me to that. But that helped me because it was easier to observe as an introvert, if that makes sense.
Oh yeah.
Because people knew, like, okay, Chris is going to come to this party, but don't get all in her face and freak her out. So I could sit off to the side and just watch how people interacted and get the gist of things before I interjected. You know what I mean? But like, just like abusive relationships, I learned a lot. Like those, even though they were horrible while they were going on, once I got out of it, it helped me to recognize it in someone else.
Yep.
It made me realize what the red flags actually were that I wasn't picking up on after the fact. You know what I mean? And to look for them in other people.
Like,
and like my ex being a narcissist, which it just cracks me up. Do you ever notice like narcissists will talk about how horrible narcissists are? My ex-husband posts about narcissism constantly. And that was the first thing when we went to marriage counseling that the marriage counselor said within 2 weeks. You are a narcissist and you project all your shit onto her, and then you turn it around and make her feel bad for the rotten shit you did. That's a narcissist.
Yep.
And she said, now then you turned all your friends against her because you went and said, told them complete lies so they'd be on your side. But now they're finding out and coming to her and letting her know, But to this day, on my ex-husband's like Facebook and that, he'll post about how horrible narcissists are. Oh yeah. That's all they do. That's what my ex-husband, it's not on this phone because I don't have his number no more. In my phone, it used to be listed fault finder. Yep. That's how I had him listed in my phone, the fault finder. Because that's all he did. He could say, now mind you, during our marriage at this time, this is something that sticks in my fucking head. I cleaned the entire house. I was working 60 hours a week, raising 4 kids. And I mean, he was working a regular job, but he was on part-time because he was also going to design school. Well, I cleaned the entire house. And the downstairs bathroom had this shower and had these 3 glass doors. And that was the shower, the boys use mostly. And I cleaned it all up. I don't know. He said something to me, and I said, I don't know. I didn't hear the phone. I was cleaning. Well, you missed a spot. Didn't notice that, the entire house was clean top to bottom. He noticed this little tiny spot in the corner of the shower door that I missed. That's it. Never a compliment like, wow, honey, the house looks really nice. Nope. You missed a spot.
Yep.
And it was like, wow. And then that same thing, like after my thyroid cancer surgery, I was looking at my scar and I was like, oh, and it used to be real red. Remember how Renee's was? Yeah. It used to be just like that. And I was looking at it and I was like, oh, it's really looking good. It's healing, except for that spot. It looks infected to me. It was like, no matter what I said, something negative. And then when I went through the treatment after, and, I had to go through the radioactive treatment stuff, and some of my hair fell out. So I got my hair cut short because I had real long hair, and I would like towel dry it and big pieces would just come out. And it was freaking JC out really bad. So I got my hair cut short and spiky, and it just camouflaged the fact that it wasn't a lot of hair I lost. It was just thinning in areas, and it was just like a little patch here, a little patch there. But when you have spiky hair and like that, remember that messy hairdo? It was perfect. It landed right in that phase where everybody was spiking their hair up and that. Mm-hmm. I did that, and I went and got my hair cut and that. And everybody, when I walked in, they were like, because they had never seen me in short hair. They were like, oh my God, that looks so good. I hate it. I can't wait till it grows out. I don't even want to take you with me to Dart League. Wow. All right. I'm fucking fighting cancer. My hair's thinning, so I'm trying to camouflage it so my daughter don't freak out. And that's all you're worried about is because you don't like it?
Yep.
I'm sorry. My best one. I cheated on you because I really thought you were going to die, and I didn't want to be alone. I swear to God, he said it. I threw a 50-pound bag of dog food at him and knocked him right off the chair. It hit him flat in the chest and flipped him over when he said that. I wanted to kill him, but that's all I did. And then Heidi jumps up and goes, Jesus Christ, Mom. Now I got to pick that dog food up. Not that I knocked him off. Dog food went everywhere. I came real close. I think one of the final things that I said to him the day that I had him, that I removed him, was there's one of two things going to happen. You're leaving, and you're either walking out of here and packing your truck up and you're going, or you're going out in my trunk, because I'm going to try to get away with murdering you and throwing you in a canal and hope the alligators eat you. Because if not, I can't take anymore. I'd rather be in jail than live like this. I just can't do it anymore. Because he just went off the deep end. I mean, he was doing stuff that was just unbelievable. Some of the creepiest. Yep. And then, I mean, it was an adjustment, after 13 years, it was an adjustment, but it was really weird. Like this weird peace came over the house. And it was like me, Heidi, and JC slept off and on the entire weekend. It was weird. It was like our bodies could finally relax. There was no tension in the house. Mm-hmm. And it was just a really odd, weird feeling. Now the girls, they all slept in bed with me because we had never been there without a guy being at the house. So every little noise, they were freaking out, And I was like, those noises are always there, even when he was here. Yeah. It's nothing. It's the wind blowing. But it took the girls a couple days. But like I said, we just slept.
I mean,
And then
that's
things
what,
fell into place. It was so much like you just don't realize how much tension someone causes until they're gone.
hmm
And then your body's like, wow,
I can
this is
actually
what it's
relax.
this is what it's like to come home and relax.
Yep.
Because you were actually relaxing because you didn't have the bullshit of his and whatever
Yeah.
weird shit he was doing.
I mean, that's what happened
But
to
I
my
learned a lot from him. Like I learned exactly what I don't want in someone.
Mhm.
And it made it hard for dating for everybody else because it made me very cynical at times, like watching
Mhm.
their every move going, okay, yeah, no, I can't date you. And they're like, why would I do? Nah, you said that. No, I got to go. And they wouldn't even know what they did, but it would just remind me of him. I'd be like, nah, I'm running. I'm out. Not doing it. Not dating you.
So,
So I think it's helpful. Those negative experiences are helpful in a way if you grow from them. Because some people would just throw themselves right back in an abusive relationship
mhm.
and then leave that one and go right into another one. Where I took the time to grow, learn, and learn to love myself first and have self
Mhm.
respect before allow or sharing my life with someone else. But being very observant of their actions, their words, you know.
Yeah. I mean, that
Look how
was my
cute these glue
narcissist.
sticks are. One's real thin, like if you're gluing real tiny stuff, and a
Yeah.
regular glue stick. And then this is the thicker one where you can do the whole page and it
Yeah.
spreads it out. This was only $5.76 on Amazon.
Nice.
Up at Michael's, one of these Elmer's Craft Bond things is like $15.
But yeah, with my narcissist and everything, I had to learn to really see. It was like, really see what people have to, talk. I'm like, yeah, and it's just like now dealing with the narcissist I'm dealing with is just like, mm-hmm.
Yeah. But you're equipped. So you're not cowering down. Like,
Mm-hmm.
because that's what I would do with John. I would just be quiet and I just let him say it. And then I'd beat myself up. Maybe I did. Maybe I should be better. Maybe none of that. Because
Yep.
you tend to turn it on yourself. Once I
Yep.
got rid of him, well, the marriage counseling really helped because the marriage counselor was not a dick. He was just like, look, he's not changing. You really need to consider this marriage not being a marriage anymore for your own mental health.
Yep.
And usually marriage counselors aren't like that. They're, trying to tough it out,
Yep.
and I would do all the work, and then he just wouldn't do it. I'm not doing that. No, I'm not changing that. It's like, wow, then why'd you even bother coming? Why don't you just leave? You'll have to evict me. My address is here too. You'll have to evict me.
Yep.
That's the shit he would pull, but now we're better equipped. It's a lot easier for me to go, yeah, no, I'm not dealing with this anymore. And I just don't want bothered with you and not be mean about it. Look, maybe this friendship, this relationship, this whatever it is, isn't for you and me. So let's just part ways, and not have any animosity over it.
Exactly.
Just like I can still be acquaintances with you, but I'm not going to be real close friends and, shooting the shit with you every day. But I'm not going to be mean to you either. Just,
Exactly.
it's not working out.
Yep. But you also got those kind of narcissists too, where you try to
You have no need, but you want it.
It was some narcissists, you know, you want to break away, but you're afraid that they're going to add more to the stuff. You just like,
Well, they
well,
usually do. And you just have to hope and pray that the other group around you of friends or
yeah,
relatives or whatever it is smart enough to see through it,
yep,
you know? Because I mean, like that's what happened with John. He was we had friends that we had made as a couple, as a married couple.
yeah,
And as soon as we split up, or well, we were getting ready to split up before the marriage counseling, he went to all of our friends, and I mean, he turned it all around like I was this horrible person and doing all the lies. I mean, a lot of, not all of it, but a lot of it was lies. And the things that weren't lies, they were just over exaggerated.
yep,
You know what I mean? So what happened was these people, as couples themselves, start after he leaves, started talking amongst each other, and they're like, that there's just no way that she hides it that well, that she's this
mm-hmm,
horrible person when we've been camping for a week with these people. Large events over at my house. We're over at their house.
yeah,
So they came to me, they came to my side and said, this is what he said. We're kind of like confused. Because then he would say that I would say that I hated them, hated
oh,
spending time with them, and then tried to turn them on me. But they were smart enough to go, okay, we're going to consider the source, because they were starting to catch him in. Like, because, a narcissist will do it. Even the person they're trying to turn on you, they'll say something narcissistic to them too, where they're like, yeah, fuck you. Like say something real off the hook or mean to them.
yep,
And that's what was going on. And he made more enemies trying to get people to be my enemy. Do you know what I mean?
mm-hmm,
And it caused a situation, which I almost felt sorry for him, because it caused a situation where when he walked out of that marriage, he walked out of there with no friends. And I did not ask anybody to take sides. You know me well enough, just from me and you talking. I'm an introvert. I don't need crowds of people around me. I heal best alone,
yep,
in my own little tiny circle in my home. That's my safe space, my healing zone. So it was nothing like that, because I even told them we can all still be friends. It just can't be me and John together. You can come over here and we can have a barbecue, but I don't want to talk about John.
mm-hmm,
And that's it. Or I can, if you want to have a barbecue over at John's house or have him over to your house, that's fine. I don't have an issue with that. Just please give me the respect that if he starts running me down to the ground, that you say, we're not here to talk about Christine. We're having fun with you now. And they were all cool with that, but I did feel bad. They didn't, he couldn't stop doing it. So they would invite him, and it was all just to find out information, what I was doing, what was Chris doing, were you over there, who's she with, is she dating, is it? So they just were like, nah, we just can't be friends with you anymore because we like you both, kind of like that, like internet friends. One group over here, one group over here. What, this one don't like this person, well, I'm friends with both people, so oh well.
that's how I am too. You're not gonna, you're
Learn to
not
get,
gonna
I'm
cause
not going to hate
trouble.
people because you hate them. I'm not going to like people because you like them. I'm going to form my own judgment.
Yeah, exactly. You're not gonna tell me, oh, they say this about you, and then it's like, what? And then you try to go to them like, hey, did you
And they have no clue what you're talking about.
And like, no, I never said anything like that. What
And then you can tell by their facial expressions that they're not lying.
Exactly.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. But and if that group that they're holding together falls apart, it's always someone else's fault.
Yep.
Yeah.
I mean,
but I will say this, I learned a lot, that experience, and he wasn't always like that. The whole marriage was not like that. The first 8 years of our marriage was wonderful. And he met some guys at work And it started with the drinking. Then it was going, I'm just going to stop for one. Then he just started hanging out with the wrong crowd, and that was it. We were done. Because he was just flying high, doing what he wanted to do.
I mean, that's crazy.
And I mean, I'm sure the narcissism was always there.
Mm-hmm.
It's just he was in a happy spot for the first 8 years.
Mm-hmm.
And it was when he started feeling uncomfortable, or, when I got sick, that just set him off into, oh,
Mm-hmm.
here we had this perfect life and now she's sick. Instead of being compassionate about it, he was worried he might end up alone. How's he going to pay the bills? I had State Farm, and I will never, even though they're expensive, I will never run them down. I had
Exactly.
State Farm homeowners insurance. And when I said the word cancer and I sent them the paper, they covered my mortgage and my car payment and cut me an $800 a month check for bills for 4 months straight. And I never had to, it was through my homeowner's insurance, covered it all for 4 months so I could heal. I was grateful that, and I didn't even know it. I just happened to call them up and go, look, I'm running, I explained the situation that my payment was going to be late for my State Farm insurance because I had it on my home and my car. And she was like, wait a minute, we cover, it's kind of like a respite thing. We can cover you for, and I had Aflac, but it wasn't kicking in. I had Aflac through work, and it takes 6 weeks to kick in. So there's 6 weeks you're going without a paycheck and waiting on this to kick in. Now it's like prorated. You get like a lump sum, and then it starts coming like bi-weekly.
Mm-hmm.
But that 6 weeks was brutal because Dickhead quit his job.
Yeah.
So you're bitching how you're going to pay the bills when you just quit your job because you were so stressed out about what's happening to me. Instead of working a couple extra hours so I don't have to worry and pitching in with the kids a little more so I can heal. Like, none of it made sense. It was really crazy times.
Yeah.
But I'm glad I lived through it. I'm glad that I went through it because it made me a better person, and it made me more totally independent.
Yeah.
Like, totally. I do not need a man. That's how this relationship is here. Like, Matt knows it. Don't pull no shit. I don't need a man. I don't.
Mm-hmm.
I'm totally self-supportive. I just don't. You don't want to do it. You don't want to fix that. I'll hire somebody. I don't have a problem with it at all. And he knows it. Because after the shit that John did, fuck that. Not doing it. I don't move anywhere where I can't totally support myself and my daughter.
Exactly.
But it made me stronger that way. It made me more like able to organize my finances, organize my future, like to plan out what I'm going to be needing, and always have some put back for a rainy day in case something happens. You know what I mean? Like, say a refrigerator goes down or the washer, but you know what I mean? Like, that's what my ex-husband with his narcissism taught me. Because he was also not just a narcissist, but he would spend money faster than he could make it on just bullshit. And I'd be working 2 jobs to make sure the kids had school clothes. I had 4 of them in school at once, 3 teenagers and in a grade school. And teenager clothes, they're expensive,
Yeah. I mean.
But yep. I think it made me a better person, and it made me a better judge of character by going through that. Even though the last 5 years of our marriage was, like walking in hell, but I learned a lot from it.
Exactly.
And
I
it made me
mean,
like I said, it made me more independent. It made me learn that the only one that can save you is you. The only one that can heal you is you. It helps to have like compassionate and positive people around you, but you have to do the work. You got to take the step. Like when I went through the depression thing, that like some of that material that I sent you, that's the same material I use, because you just got to take a proactive part in your own healing, because no one will pull you out. It's got to come from within.
Yep.
It just helps if you're surrounded by positive people.
Not negative people.
Yes. Yeah, because it's triggering, especially if you happen to be going through like a little depression stage, and then you have a whole bunch of negative crap.
And even you tell the person
you're already like, freaking out, and then one little word can set you spiraling.
Yep. It's like,
Yep.
You can tell the person, hey, I'm going through a depression. Hey, can you just get away from that negativity? And they're here just adding more negativity.
Right.
But you just not hear what I just said.
See, I have an aunt like that. My mom's sister will sometimes do that. Like just pick out the most negative thing she could think to say.
Yeah.
And it'll be random. It won't even be what we're talking about.
Or it'll be
random. Like, okay, for instance, today we're talking. She says, "What are you doing?" I said, "It's a beautiful day. Just got the soap orders, mailed out, cleaning off my back porch and really enjoying this beautiful fall weather. I love fall. It's my shizzle. That's my power time. I love fall." Right? Yep. And she said, "Did you hear that train blew up in Nevada and there's acid going up into the sky?" No, I didn't, but thanks for that. Because my brain goes to, do I know anybody in Nevada? You know what I mean? Like that right away.
Exactly. Exactly.
Why was our beautiful conversation like, what are you doing? Enjoying the birds, cleaning, I'm taking my hummingbird feeders down. I only have one up now. I only left one up because I've only seen one hummingbird in the last week. They all seem to have gone somewhere for the winter. And I was cleaning the other one. I'm having a good conversation. Like the leaves are, the wind's blowing. It's beautiful out. I'm enjoying it.
I was on the phone with my son for like 2 hours.
But it's just like, even with your talk, we can be talking about, we could be talking about stuff, and all of a sudden there's just that negative thing that just like blows up everything. It's like, we're just having fun. And you just put something right there, and you have nothing else to say.
Right. Well, and then Virginia says, well, my aunt Virginia is her name.
Mm-hmm.
I got quiet for a minute. Did I say something wrong?
I'm going to examine what the video said. It's not too big. It's like a small one. It's so cool right now.
Awesome.
I'm going to try to build it as small because I got to look for lots of pieces.
Okay. All righty, Bubba.
I'm just going to tell myself how far I am.
Okay. That's fine.
And then she has the nerve to say, did I say something wrong?
Yeah. Yes, Jasper.
Go ahead, let him talk. He's excited.
It's in my closet. Yeah, and it's around 10 o'clock to have a cookie. Anyway, I also have to fit as it's a mattress.
It's okay. Go ahead and deal with him. Here comes my old man on his bike.
Yeah.
And now now that he's there, now I'm concerned because it's just like he has like children too. So it's like
Well, that's when that came up with Jasper. I gave him a piece of cookie right from him. Here you go. Go back to us. Yeah, 10 o'clock. The next thing was my live stream at 10 o'clock to ask for a piece of cookie. That's what I. Because he was trying to play that game. Okay. Where my nephew decides to start something with my brother. I've missed that game up that he tends to play. But
It's okay. It's just kids.
it's just being a kid.
Yeah, kids are kids.
Half the time.
And
But-
he trusts you to come to you, so.
Yep. I have no problem with coming to me. It's just when I tell them no, they go downstairs and act up with their daddy to get me to say yes to them. That's where my ground.
Typical kid. I think kids are hardwired to do that.
Because they used to do it before. Now I'm just like, nope, we ain't dealing with this. I said no. That's why I said no.
I can't remember what comedian it was. There was a comedian that would say it's something like that. Something about go talk to mom, or I can't remember. The kids would say it to them, like they'd ask dad for something, he'd say no.
Yep.
Well, go talk to mom, hoping the mom would say yes, and then get them pitted against each other. I think kids are just hardwired for that.
It's funny when they go downstairs. I tell them no, and they think, well, he said
Like
no.
normal, that's normal kid stuff.
Yeah.
I can remember me and my brother doing that. Dad would say no, we'd go ask.
But my nephew, he's worse. I mean, he acts out like I had a bad day because
Oh, all kids now do. These new kids are way different.
I'm like, whatever, kid, do what you want
These
to do.
new kids are way different.
Because I never did that.
The new ones are way different, even like than my kids were when they were growing up. I mean, they tried to pull some shit, but like the stuff I hear at the bus stop, because there's a bus stop right out by my house, that some of these kids say to their parents, my kids would have been twitching on the ground needing an ambulance. They talked to me like that.
Mm-hmm.
Just saying. And I wasn't an abusive parent. But there ain't no way. My kids would have never talked to me. Some of the things I have heard in the last 2 weeks since school's been back out here at this bus stop, I'm like, wow. I can honestly say, like, I'm grateful my kids never spoke to me like that or disrespected me in that way. I'm not saying they were angels, but geez. And then it makes you cringe because you know what your father would have done. You know what I mean?
Yep.
There ain't no way I would ever speak to my parents the way those kids speak to their parents. I would have been I wouldn't have had no teeth. I'd have been grounded for the rest of my life, never be out again. Oh yeah, it would have been bad.
Mm-hmm. I don't play that game.
Yeah. We all have bad days, and that doesn't mean you make everybody else have a bad day.
Yep.
Go chill out in your room, read a book, calm down, try to turn it around to have a good day. Feed your body good food, sit down and hydrate, read something, play your little game, calm down, make yourself happy, and then you can interact. You don't have to bring the whole house down with you. That's what I used to tell my kids. Come in here in a bad mood, we're not having it. Go back outside, wipe that shit off you, get that bad energy off you, go up in your room, chillax a while, and you can come back down when you're feeling a little happier.
That's what I do. So do something because you tell them no about something, and they had a bad day, and they make everybody's life miserable.
Yeah.
And then they say, "Oh, can we do this?" No. Why not? Because how you just acted. So no. I'm not playing that stupid game either. Oh, I had a
Right.
bad day. Like yesterday, wasn't gonna go like this to it because I told him no about something, or I had to make him because my brother has him read about 90 minutes a day if he wants them to read and everything during school. So one of the kids only did about 10, maybe 15 minutes of reading. I said, okay, you can do 45 minutes on one time, and you can do 45 minutes after dinner. I have no problem with that. Nope. Found out within 10 to 15 minutes of reading, he goes down there with my brother and I. What? And asked us if he can have his Kindle, could he do his math homework? I'm like, what? Then he turns around, I don't have any math homework. Can I do any math? And my brother says, what are you asking? And everything, sat there and everything else. Then he wanted to play. I looked at him like, then my brother-in-law goes and tells me what happened. I said, no, you read 30 more minutes. You didn't read for 45. Then starts doing his thing. And my brother says, you get your butt over here right now. I had a bad day at school. He says, and I told him, just because you had a bad day at school, doesn't you bring it here.
Right.
My brother said, yep.
We used to have this little ritual we did. I called it the worry tree.
Mm-hmm.
And when we built our house, we planted the tree there. And I would always say, before you step foot in my house, and I would tell the kids, put your hand on that tree and ask it to take all the negativity of the day away and recycle it down through the earth before you step in the house and bring all that mojo in here. Yep. And the kids got into a habit, and it's funny because my son has, a tree out by his house, and he always puts his hands on it and then walks in the house. Like, release the day. The tree will take it down into the earth. It'll be recycled through. Get rid of that negative. Don't bring it in the house and bring everybody down.
Yep.
Hey, I'll be right back, okay?
Yeah.
Matt just pulled up. I'm going to go say hi to him, and then I'm going to give Heidi wants popcorn.
Oh, popcorn. Tell me I said hi.
And she won't eat microwave, so it's going to take me a minute.
But yeah, that was my day for the. Apparently, I like guys with motorcycles. I'm not gonna lie. I like guys with motorcycles with tattoos. That's been my new thing.
You know where the beep 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 is coming from?
What beep beep?
This is like a beep 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 beep. I can like hear it from the fridge. No one's opened it. Okay, you walk in the living room and you can hear beep beep. Okay, let me check.
They're finding you out, they don't know you, they're finding you out. I didn't take into account that might happen with other people. So,
Okay, back. I had to see what was going on. Yeah, it was beep beep. I don't know. But yeah, guys with motorcycles, that's my new thing now. Guys with tattoos. I mean, been my new thing. That's the most like. It's just. Like, I don't know what. We're not big dudes with You're not big on. I like guys with tattoos. I guess because, like, I don't know. I think it's just because like bad dudes in a way who just doesn't give a fuck what people think and everything. Like, I'm gonna do what I'm gonna do. I have no fucking problem with it. I guess that's why I get a notion of with guys. But it's just got simple ones, like simple tattoos. I'm fine with. That was it's like I don't know. Like one of those things. I guess I don't want a Prince Charming. I don't want, a Flynn Rider or anything like that. I want a bad guy, okay? I want a villain, okay? There you go. I want a villain. In a way. Villain. I want a guy with a bad attitude. There you go. I don't know. That's just me. I mean, it's just one of those things. I'm my guy with tattoos. Oh, I want a guy that just like can rock my world, I'm not saying every, motorcyclist has a tattoo, but it's the attitude I like. No, it's just one of those things. It's the most weirdest things that I have a obsession with. I don't want to follow that. I don't know. Find it really hot. Oh, you like those guys, huh? Bruce Wayne? Heck yes. Clark Kent? Nada. But give me Bruce Wayne. Yes. Give me Nightwing. Heck yes. There you go. Now, I like the librarian dudes. Just gonna have the glasses, get some nice muscles going on. Don't have to be muscles. That's a pretty face.
Here's that me and it's this. I'm like, what is this? She scared the crap out of me. It was crazy. And then her and Lion came in there.
Yes, Nightwing. Give me Nightwing, man.
And then they looked at me and both said, oh. Okay, I'll just turn the page in here. Y'all make me sound like.
But yeah.
He was sweet. Out of all of the stuff, he was sweet. She comes in the room and I hear a noise and I'm like, oh. And I'm
I
good.
mean, I just like it. No,
Looking at it.
it's just one of those things. This has become a new obsession. Um,
When did you get in here? Like,
give me Hawkeye that I can deal with. Hawkeye I can deal. Yeah, Hawkeye. There you go. I just like a guy who just, has it all, not has it all, but has the mindset. Like, I don't give a flying crap.
right up there, she came with the voice. Took everything out the box because the spider was like, and took it. It was funny.
But yeah, give me Hawkeye, man. Give me that Barano and it's like, yeah, there you go. I just like a guy who has a good mindset. Know what he wants. Can be a good guy, but in bed he can be. I guess I'm a good girl. I just have a naughty mind. Oh man, why these guys can move to Georgia? Those guys are so fucking. Always in Texas. Well, be honest with you, some of those in Texas, some of those in California. That's not guys in Georgia. Come on. Sorry. I'm in that kind of mood, apparently. Oh, Christina's here.
All right.
Jessica. Ah. We were talking about my new obsession.
Oh, what's your new obsession?
Guys with motorcycles.
Oh, he just pulled up on his.
She's like, it's funny. Christine's like, yeah, I got one of those. Oh my gosh. But yeah. Like guys with tattoos. They can be sweet. I don't want a Prince Charming. I don't want any of those kind of guys. I want a villain. That's all I want a bad guy. Doesn't break.
What's wrong with that?
No. Will protect his woman, no problem. Like Bruce Wayne. Bruce Wayne I can deal with. Hawkeye I can deal with. But Superman, that's no difference. These are bad. Yep.
I like big guys. They got to be over 5'11", or I'm not dating them.
Oh, you like those tall guys?
And I don't like tall, thin guys. I like fluffy guys. I like guys that have a little bit of meat to them.
Mm. Yep, I have to agree on that one. I don't mind skinny guys. As long as they can pick me up with no problem.
Right?
Chrissy,
If
Yeah.
they pick me up with no problem,
she said,
there you go. Because
"You're next
there's a
week."
lot of things they can do on that one.
First place, what the hell are you talking about?
Right.
I said, Mr. Mule ticket. That's the only reason.
Yeah, those are old chips.
She said, whatever.
I'm a good girl. I just got knocked knocked it off. Oh my gosh.
Look up.
Oh yeah.
That's Matt.
Ah. Jessica goes like this. I just need someone that can change light bulbs and remove spiders. Oh. She looks like such a sweetheart. I don't mind a guy with a little meat.
I don't know if I have any pictures of my ex.
I you look so kind.
I don't think I do. I might.
Yeah, Pauline says she won't be able to do looks for a while.
Oh, yeah. She had that cataract surgery. I don't
Yeah.
think you can wear makeup for like 6 or 7 weeks.
Yeah, and she has another one coming up for the other eye, she said so.
Yeah, we told her we understood.
Yeah.
Nothing more important than your eyesight.
Uh-huh. Hmm. Her health is important, so that's what I care about.
Oh, yeah. I wouldn't be taking any chances.
Mm-mm.
He is, and he's a really good father. Very kind-hearted man. I'll never have to worry, like, never. We don't argue.
Oh my God. But yeah, that's good Mars.
Me as a baby.
Oh, it's a cutie.
Oh, this is a cool picture of me and Matt.
Aw.
Dressed up for Halloween.
But yeah. Obsession. I was here going through Instagram. It's like TikTok with me just getting Instagram. I want to see Veronica. My brother said, "What are you doing?" Nothing. What are you doing? I'm looking at guys with motorcycles. Oh no. It's just a weird obsession, apparently. I'm like, why can't y'all be in Georgia and not somewhere else? That'd be more fun. That's me. That's more fun. But yeah. I just apparently Shari's doing much better. So she's missed it my live streams. So, anybody wants to know about Shar?
What's wrong with her?
I said, anybody wants to know about Shar? She's fine.
Oh. She's taking a break. Everybody needs a break.
Yep. Everyone needs a break. And Diego's out of town. So, there we go. Oh, funny. That's something. Oh my gosh. Oh Lord. But that was one about Shar. She's fine. If anybody cares. I hope y'all do.
What's our look this week? Fall look, huh?
Yes. It is a fall look.
I think I'm going to use that magician palette.
Ooh. That'd be cute.
Browns and golds in it and that.
Yeah, I have everything on my calendar, so yes, fall leaves. And then after that it is the birth flower. Morning glory and the aster.
Which they come in a variety of colors. Pinks, blues, purples.
Oh yeah.
When I first moved here, I had blue morning glories that grew on the back fence, but when they did the sewer project, they ripped them all up.
Nice.
And they were really pretty blue.
Oh Lord. Oh, I'm almost done with the video that I've been working on the past week of editing. I'm just been procrastinating as hell this week.
Are you doing a theme look or what are you doing?
It's the Hardworks palette I've been trying to finish this past week. And I was supposed to get it done Tuesday, but things got pushed back, and I was trying to working on it. I said, it's going to
Yeah,
get done.
I had a lot of ideas for my other channel that I really wanted to film, and that just shit got out of the way. You know what I mean? Got in the way.
Yeah, everything just got in a way. I'm like, I'm, things happen for a reason. And that's how I look at it. And I'm just like, also catching up on some stuff and then got myself distracted watching motorcycle dudes.
Nothing wrong with that. They're nice to look at, that's for sure.
I said, I want to ride on one. I don't like to go super fast like that. I was like, in my head, it's like, I'm 30 years old. I need to get out of my comfort zone here.
Right?
It's like, I was like telling my brother, I said,
Yeah, that was the energy this week. It was like, kind of went with that card reading. Like, don't worry about stuff. Just go within. Get your inner life working better.
Yep. I already told my brother.
I feel like I did.
Yeah, I feel like it did too. I was telling my brother, I said, I need to get out more because I don't get out like I should. And I can feel that I'm just cramping myself in because of what's been going on.
Right.
And I'm just like, and I said to my brother, I said, I need to get out more. If I need to go to the mall and just hang out at the mall the whole entire day, I'll do it. But it's just that there's always something like, I want to go to the mall and, watch a movie and just window shop. And then I'm just like,
in your area, they don't have like any fall festivals or like a maze or
I don't know. I have to
go get pumpkins or
the pumpkin stuff doesn't come out until the end of September here. So
but don't they have any other like fall festivals or
I have to look. So I might have to look and see. I'm just weird when it comes to that stuff anyway. But it's just like I told my brother, I said I need to get and everything else. So like on Tuesday, he says, hey, you want to hang out with me on Tuesday? I got to do some stuff. And I said, oh, yeah, no problem. I got dressed. I was waiting for him. So we're going to go. Hobby Lobby. Okay. I was looking at where we're looking at some stuff. I didn't get back into painting.
I love Hobby Lobby.
I do too.
I love any kind of arts and crafts store.
Mm-hmm. And then we went out to eat, went to get some stuff, and we're just like, okay. I was perfectly fine. And then I'm just like, I was just like, I need to get out more. I need to do more stuff. I need to get out of my comfort zone. And my brother's like, he's just like, I said, dude, I need to start dating, okay? So I asked one about his friends, how's Abe doing? He says, he's doing good. And I said, hi. He says, yeah, I could tell you're lonely. I said, yeah, I'm a little bit am. Just a tiny bit. He said, I tell you said hi. I said, okay, cool. And it was just like, it's like, okay. I'm like,
I'm glad I don't have to do the dating thing anymore. I hate meeting new people.
that's me.
It takes me so long to get used to somebody's quirks. Like stuff that don't bother normal people will bother the shit out of me.
Like, I don't mind.
Like I can overlook it after a while, like because it's just part of who they are.
Yeah.
But it takes me a long time to get used to someone.
Like I'm very, I'm prizing myself even more and everything. I think it's just because of what's been going on behind the scenes with the narcissistic person and everything else. It's just like, yeah, I'm not gonna let this shit bother me, and I'm just gonna keep on doing it.
Yeah, that's just like I was afraid you weren't going to join that other collab out of fear. And I was just like, fuck it. I'm friends with everybody. Somebody's inviting us to a collab. We're going.
Yeah, exactly. That's how I look about it. It's like, that's how I was looking. I said, I don't give a shit about what this person says about this group of people. I don't give a flying fuck.
No, because that's not my experience.
Exactly. And that's how I look at it too.
It's hard though, Jessica. It's
Yeah,
weird.
it is.
So I'm very quirky. I have a lot of weird quirks, and that just comes along with Asperger's. But Matt, they didn't bother Matt. But when me and Matt first started dating, like we didn't live together for 4 years. He had his house, I had my house. There was times when we would stay over at each other's place, but there was times like when, say, I had a rough day at work.
Hmm.
That was before I did the soap. I would just tell him, I can't come over. I need to de-stress. I need time alone. And he's always been very respectful of that. But he's a little bit on the spectrum himself, so he understands.
Right. I mean,
And I don't mind like quirky people. I just tell them up front, it's going to take me a minute to get used to your little habit things that you do. Just give me a minute to just adjust to it.
yeah, exactly. That's how I am. Once I understand the person, I'm more like, okay, we can work around this.
Right. As long as they're not throwing up any abusive red flags or anything like that, I'm good with it.
Mm-hmm. There's something I just can't handle. Like, yeah, I can't deal with that. Especially the negativity shit.
Yeah.
That I'm just like, yeah, I'm done with this shit. There's so much I can take, but it's just like, we're done.
Not when
So,
I can't see, I don't mind if there's a negative subject that's brought up. Because we all
yeah,
have to deal with it. I mean, right now in our world, it's pretty sucky, let's face it. But you don't have to dwell on it.
No, it's not. Anyone chest is drunk.
I'm the same, Jessica.
yeah,
And I might not admit it to them. I'm judging, but I am.
Yes. What? Yeah.
I hate that.
Oh, we ain't doing that. Just wait till she gets 7 days with everything else. Just because y'all up and run about whatever time.
okay. But yeah, I can get a little bit judgy. I do it to my family members. So, like, well, that's one thing about the dating thing is like, yeah, you can date, but they also have to learn about you too. You have to learn about them as they have to learn about you. And sometimes it clicks and sometimes it won't click. And that's just part of the dating thing.
Yeah.
So,
Like in Matt's not a negative person.
mhm.
He tries to keep things positive. Yeah, and it's not to say that we don't sit. There's a time and place. You don't walk into a crowd of people where everybody's laughing and joking around and go, hey, did you hear about the train explosion? You know, and then just everybody shuts down. And it's like, oh my God, because they don't know what to say. That's not the time and place. There's times like where me and Matt, we have a limit. We
Mhm.
talk about that in the morning over coffee. Because I get up, I do my healings, I get out, make coffee, and then he's usually coming down. And, you know, we'll discuss. I don't watch the news, but he does. And he'll say, hey, this happened, that happened. You know, there's a storm coming, blah, blah, blah. And we'll talk about it for a little bit. Throw our conspiracy theories out there a little bit, what we think's really going on. We may announce something and then drop it. We go on with our day. We do something positive, not sit and harp on, like not make everything into a negative experience.
Yeah. Exactly.
Or to ruin what somebody else is talking about or having fun with and then say something that's totally off the wall.
This is like, It's like, oh, we're talking about this, and then all of a sudden, kaboom!
Bam.
Like, what the fuck this came about?
Yeah, right.
It's like, what part of the conversation was like that for? It drives me nuts.
So they were showing, and I'm not. This is not negative. It's to laugh about because I've laughed my ass off.
Okay.
They were showing Biden blunders on the news, like when he fell down over top that. I don't know what he was doing. He was at some Air Force thing and he fell over the sandbags. Heidi Joe laughed so hard. She goes, "He's so stupid, Mom. He can't talk or walk." Me and my mom, we just died. Oh my God. We were laughing so hard.
Oh my goodness, that's funny.
I love popcorn, but I hate then I gotta pick my teeth.
Yeah. I mean, that is funny.
Now I got this new kind. You pop it in like on the stove, and it's hull-less that I got for Heidi. There's no hulls in it. I don't know how it works, but there's no hulls in it. It's expensive as hell, and I only use it, I popped regular popcorn, but I popped her the hull-less kind because she gets upset if, how sometimes you'll choke on them hulls. She gets real upset over that. So, yeah, I found it on Amazon. It works out pretty good.
That works. I was very fortunate because what attracted me to Matt, my dad played guitar all my life when I was growing up. He was always in a band. He's very musical. He was like a savant when it came to guitar music and singing. Pick it up like that. So right.
Matt plays guitar and he's a very good singer. And that's what attracted me to Matt, the artistic side of him and the creative side of him. So that's how I did it with, she's saying, I know very few people think like me or want what I want. And I think that's what pulled me in. And that's how we build our relationship on the creativity part. And then I just started like without being like Walter Cronkite or something, like drilling them, would just throw little things out there and listen like what his reaction to it would be. Like, where is he going in his life? What do you want for the future? What would be your perfect outcome? Blah, blah, blah. And that's how I got, and he was answering correctly. And as I got, and not without, there was a couple times where I was like, because he had younger kids, and my kids were almost all grown. I only had JC. I'll always have Heidi, but I only had JC in it.
Yeah.
And, so JC was 16 when me and him met. So, and she was homeschooled and she was easygoing, quiet kid, very weird teenager, like never did nothing wrong. Very weird. Anyway, his kids were total opposites. Somebody described it one time. It's like Christine's kids are like being at Bob Marley's house.
Right.
And Matt's kids are like hanging out with Ren from Ren and Stimpy. So they're real wiry and, but it brought balance. But for the most part, me and Matt, our goals are the same. And we think a lot alike. And there's very few things that he does that bothers me per se.
Yeah.
Very few things. And the couple little things there is, I can live with it.
Yeah.
Just something, brought from his childhood, whatever little quirks he does. And it's not even like, they're not even negative quirks. They're just different ways of he does stuff than I do it.
Yeah.
And it's just something that simple. I can live with that. And I mean, the shit,
That's just normal though.
you know,
I mean, that's just normal.
it's nothing for him to get up and I'm in the middle of the room with the lights on painting on a, you know,
Yeah.
he just walks around me like, okay, whatever. She's being creative right now. Like he puts up with my quirks. So, but I think the most important thing is you got to find something that you like to do together.
Mm-hmm.
That the man's not faking it, only doing it because he thinks you want, that's how he's going to get you. You got to catch him in his element. Watch him from a distance before you introduce yourself. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
See what kind of stuff he likes to do and if it's something you can deal with.
You just gotta find something that's like you're both for interest and everything else and see how that goes.
Because, you know, like Matt, he loves to read. I love to read. He loves music. He plays guitar, which is comforting to me. He can sing, and he sings in key, which that's a big thing because my dad was a big stickler about that. And he's into the metaphysical stuff, the crystals. He loves that stuff. So it's a big comfort. And we don't argue. So probably we've had maybe 2 arguments, and we're working on 11 years this year that we've been together.
Wow.
And this was the argument. No, I'm not. And I don't care what you say. Okay, fine. That was it. That's as loud as it got. No screaming, no nothing.
That's perfect.
That's as loud as it got. That was it, done and over. We made a promise to each other when we got together. We were not going to be our exes where they throw up stuff
Mm-hmm.
that you've been together that you ever did wrong that you already fought about, and don't shut up and keep the argument going for days. I just can't deal with that. So it's just easy. Like sometimes we'll look at each other and go, we're going to have to agree to disagree and just leave it at that. It's easier because we don't like arguing and fighting. And we like the calm energy of our house. We try to keep the energy calm, easy, positive. You know, during like all the negative shit that happened with Heidi, you know, he kept the positive energy going, like cracking a joke here and there, keeping things light, just whatever. Like sent me a picture. He had an apron on, like Hazel, with these little glasses, and he was just cleaning the house while I was stuck at the hospital with Heidi. And he's like, I got this covered. And he has like the feather duster, and he's in my apron, you know, just keeping it light, trying to bring a smile, knowing I was freaking out, you know. But he had to be here because my mom, if something, you know, my mom needs something, and then his boy too, you know.
Keeping that balance.
Yeah.
I think that's the biggest part is find a balance for yourself. Like doesn't have to be exact the same thing, but has some stuff that
that's what I'm saying. You find something that you have in common that you guys can like to do together, but you gotta allow each other. Like you like makeup, he's not gonna be into that. He has to be willing to give you your time to do that. And you have to be like, say he likes car races or something. You have to be willing to let him go with his buddy to go watch car race or something while you're doing your makeup, or go fishing or something. You know, so I think that makes healthy. You got to do stuff together, but you got to do things apart too. And you have to have special friends that are just yours, and he has to have special friends that are just his to confide in, because everybody needs somebody to vent and confide in and ask advice to. Because a lot of people go, what'd they say about me? Sometimes it's none of your business what is being said about you when it's your partner asking one of their good friends for advice. You know what I mean? Sometimes my grandmother always said that. It's none of your business what other people think of you. Let them think it. Who cares? Worry about what you think of you. I agree with that.
Oh, yeah.
And that's just like, you know, if somebody starts talking real negative about somebody else to me, I'll listen for a little bit. It depends on who it is. I'll listen for a little bit, but for the most part, I'll go, look, I don't really know them like that, or that's not my experience with them. So I don't have nothing to say, and I don't want to talk about them like that.
Yeah,
'Cause I
exactly.
don't know them that well.
Exactly. But if someone talk about us, like one about us is like, what you just say?
Right.
That's,
I mean, I'll defend myself and I'll listen. I've never been one of them people like I just actually got a compliment the other day. This girl, Michelle, and I've known her for a long time, but we're not real close. We're just
Mhm.
acquaintances, and I see her here and there. But she had said some really shitty stuff about another friend of mine in a moment of anger. They were having an argument, and in a moment of anger, she spilled out some really vile shit. And I sat and listened. I talked her through it and said, look, you just cut yourself away from her then. You just, whatever you got to do to make yourself feel better. And that was a couple, like maybe 5-6 years ago. And now they're buddies again. And she knows that person has hung around with me many a times. And she texted me the other day. She goes, I know for a fact that you never told her what I said about her. She goes, I know you didn't, and I'm grateful for that. And I said, you asked me not to. You were blowing off steam. That's not fair to do. If somebody's blowing off steam or says something in anger,
Yep.
you don't tell the other person. You let it go.
Exactly.
It's not. Let them work it out. Now, if somebody came to me and goes, hey, I'm going to go over there and murder Alex, and I'm telling you, you know what I mean? But if somebody comes up to me and goes, I don't really like Alex. Okay, I'm sorry you feel that way. I happen to like her. So let's not discuss this because you're just going to make me angry at you then.
Mhm.
You're going to have to work that out with Alex.
Yep.
But don't do anything to her because then I'll have to punch you in the eye. It'll go like that.
Hmm.
I'm not afraid to not saying I won't stick up, for you, but if somebody's having an event thing, go ahead and vent away. I won't repeat it, but don't threaten her.
Yep.
And that Michelle, she never threatened the other girl. She was just pissed. And I could see her point. I would have been pissed too in the situation, but that's not my experience with that person.
Exactly.
So I'm not going to hate her because you're mad at her.
Exactly. It's just, I don't know.
What I don't like, my biggest thing is I don't like to be treated two different ways by the same person, depending on who else is around.
Exactly.
Do you know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that to me, then
Not
that's fake.
behind your back, but then they're smiling at you, acting like you're besties.
Right. Or being rude to me 1 minute when one group of friends is around, and then being all ass kissy when a different group of friends are around. You know what I mean? Either treat me the same way no matter what.
Yep.
And don't get mad at me. Because I could tell that Michelle, she was nervous because we were all around each other. We had to be because there was a tragedy in our city that we all came together and we were all kind of in the same room, even though she was still upset with that girl. And she kept looking over at me because me and that girl were talking, and she was probably thinking I was telling her, because that's what a lot of people would do.
Yeah.
But I told her that, why would I do that? It's not fair. You were venting. You were upset. You were angry.
Mm-hmm.
People vent.
Exactly.
Right. And I think what her biggest experience was the latter, people that run and tell everybody in a second and create all kinds of chaos instead of letting the people work it out. It was their argument. Let them work it out. Don't bring me in. Don't pull me into it. And I'm not just like an argument. I'll let somebody argue it out all day long, even if I love both of them.
Yeah.
I'm not going to take sides as long as somebody don't physically hurt. the other. Now, if somebody starts throwing hands, yeah, I'll jump in and break it up. Or if somebody starts getting really vindictive, like creating chaos behind, like, and the person has no idea they're even doing it, you know, like doing shitty stuff
Yeah.
to like hurt their reputation or possibly physically harm them or cause someone else to hurt them, then I'll step in. But other than that, let them work it out. Why do you have to bring everybody into your argument?
Exactly.
You're arguing with her. Just hash it out like adults. You know, there's ways around. You can agree not to like somebody. That don't mean you have to trash them.
Yep. Like completely trash them so people don't like them.
Yeah, there's no reason for that.
Like, I don't like people like
Everybody have their own experience with the person.
that. Mm-hmm.
There's people that I don't like that my best friend Angie likes. And I don't get mad if Angie hangs out with them. I just don't care for them. I'm not mean to them. I'm tolerant of them. You know, I don't have them all blocked or, you know, don't speak to them or say hi if they say hi to me. I just don't care for them. So I just do my own thing while they're doing theirs.
Exactly. It's just like, I'm minding my own business. Why are you telling me other people's business? Like, don't care, number one. Or say, oh, do you like them? Yeah, well, guess what they did to me? Well,
Right.
okay, who I
They
don't
did that to you. What do I have to do?
exactly.
Why
What
do
do
I
I
have anything to do with it? Or I
Exactly.
love the ones that'll be like, watch your back because they're going to do it to you too. No, because I'm going to nip it.
Yeah.
If I start seeing behaviors towards me like that, I'm going to ask them, do you have a problem with me?
Yep.
What did I do? Did I do something to offend you?
Yep.
Let's work it out or let's not. Let's agree just to be okay with each other, but we don't have to fraternize with each other. What's wrong with that?
Exactly.
You know, like our neighbors. I love most of my neighbors. There's a couple I don't like, but I don't be like pointing them out. Like, I fucking hate that neighbor. Like, and if they wave, I still wave, even though I side eye them when they're, you know, doing the weird shit they're doing over at their place. You know, we all do. The whole neighborhood's like, wow, okay, we're doing that now. But we're not mean to them
Right.
because they do weird stuff over there. They're not coming over on my porch or my property doing it.
Nope.
So as long as you keep that shit over there, I'm good. You know, I'll still keep an eye out for your kids when they're out playing in front of my house. You know, I'm not going to be mean, but I don't go over and talk to them on their porch like I do my other neighbors. You know, I'm just not friendly in that way with them, but I'm still not going to be mean to them.
There's no reason for it.
Oh, no, I think it's raining. I have my window open. Well, that'll be a bummer. No, it's saying it's clear. Okay, I don't know what that noise was. Maybe it's leaves blowing down the street or something.
Yeah. But I'm just not the type of person like talk behind, you know, go and start shit and then go into a middle of somebody else's fight and then because I want to start shit and then once you start the shit, oh no, doing that bullshit. It's like, dudes.
Yeah, mind your own business. It's not even your fight. Stay out of it.
Stop causing more drama.
Regardless of who's right, regardless of whose side. Say you and Jessica are arguing and you're clearly wrong. I think you're clearly wrong. I'm still not going to say nothing. I'm going to let you fight it out. I'm going to talk to Jessica and go, okay, you guys are going to have to learn how to work it out. I'm going to tell you, work it out. Even if I thought you were wrong, I'm not going to jump in there and choose a side and have this big fucking chaos going on. No, I'm going to tell both of you the same advice. And you guys go take a break, take a breath, cool down, think it through, come back and talk about it. Figure out if you can still be friends. That's all. And if you can't, agree to part ways, but be kind about it. You don't have to drag each other through the mud just because you had an argument, or you decide you don't like each other. You don't have to drag each other through the mud.
Yeah.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And I mean, it's hard, especially if you're good friends with, like, if you're more good friends with one or the other, it's hard to stay biased, but you still got to just keep your cool.
Yep.
Because 9 times out of 10, what happens? Guess what happens? They make up and you're the dick, and they both dislike you now. That's what happens.
Yep.
Just like when I was raising my kids, I had a neighbor that had kids my age. And she was like, oh, I fucking hate that Tina down there. Her boy, my boy. I'm so sick of it. I went down there and gave her a piece. So we have these parents fighting, right? Kids are already made up and back playing ball. Now you got both parents rushing down to the ball field, screaming like lunatics in front of all the other kids and parents to get your kid away from my kid. I told you not to talk. Don't get involved.
Exactly.
They're kids. They're going to fight. Now, if the other kid's physically harming your kid, okay. Other than that, by the time because you jumped in the middle of it, now you got these two people fighting about it. Now you're on the outs.
Yeah.
Now you got, just stay out of it. I mean, you can talk to both. Look, here's what I thought. I witnessed it. This is my thoughts on it, and leave it alone.
But don't go into it and try to start more drama, and then you want to blame both of them because of how they treated you.
Right.
It's like stupid. To me, it's just high school drama.
Right.
When people do that, it's just.
I learned that from my grandmother. My grandmother always said, when your kids are fighting with someone, do not approach the parents. Because you guys will be at each other's throats, and those kids will already be best buds again. They'll work it out.
Yep. First, it's just like, I don't know.
It's just the same thing. Like, there's a big blowout, and you're a witness to it, and you stay out of it, and then it just continuously gets worse and worse and worse. Okay, then maybe it's your turn to step in and go, look, guys, either agree to disagree and walk away from each other, but you just stop it now. Enough's enough. Leave each other alone. Apparently you don't like each other. Separate. Bring peace back to your life. Why argue constant? Or why keep that negative energy?
Yeah.
I mean, you're hurting yourself even. If you're mad about a fight that happened between people that you weren't even involved in, and you're holding on to that anger and madness over it, that's just bringing your own vibration down.
Exactly.
And it puts you in an unhealthy state. Your immune system goes down. If you have any health problems, they get worse, because that's what, anger does.
Exactly. It's just, some of it I'm just like, yeah, okay. And then other times, like, that's your problem, not my problem.
Right.
And I just stay
I'm not saying I would never listen. If somebody says, look, I'm really having a problem with this person, I'll listen. I'll try to give advice. But as long as that person that's telling me this stuff don't say to me, now I don't want you to be her friend either. No. I'll listen to what happened to you. I'll try to give you advice. Don't ask me to change my mind about them if I'm not having that same experience with them. Because that's not fair. Because guess what? Not everybody gets along. Not everybody meshes. And that's okay. But you can't hate on people just because you don't mesh.
Exactly.
Yeah, me too.
It's different if we have the same experience about this person and like, yeah, we need to push this person
Yeah, if
aside
that person's
because
just a shitty person and stomps and stabs and, on everybody,
mm-hmm,
and then everybody's having the kind of the same experience and you're not hearing any other type of interaction,
mm-hmm,
well, then maybe it's as a group. Of course, you're going to be group up and go, yeah, we'd rather not.
exactly.
It's because then you're always going to feel like that person's going to turn others against you as well.
Yep.
You know what I mean? If they're constantly going around. Yeah, it's weird. People are weird.
I know. Yep.
I don't know. Did you hear that? Jessica, did you hear anybody like talk?
All I said was yep, because I was reading her comment, but that's all I.
It's like somebody said something like right here, like standing right there.
What did it say?
Alrighty then. Oh, did I tell you my girlfriend Billy came over, right? Me and her sitting down having a cup of tea yesterday. Just bullshitting, shooting shit. And on my downstairs in my kitchen, there's a bathroom there off the kitchen. And it's just a toilet and a shower and a sink in there. And we're just sitting there and something goes on the door. We both turn around and look at it. And I just go back to talking. And she's like, her eyes are this big. She goes, is there anyone else here? I'm like, no, that just happens because it does. From the month of September through like February, we get knocking in the kitchen. That we see the little old lady there. It's her time to be hanging out. She thinks she's living here and living her best life. And we'll get that knocking on that door. It can't be explained. We don't know why. It has to be her knocking. And see, that wasn't always a bathroom. That was the snow room where you came in, took your shoes off, and put house slippers on, and then came in the main part of the house. Well, they closed that off, moved the door over, and made that into a bathroom. And moved the kitchen door over. Yeah. So I just think it's that she was just knocking. It just happens every once in a while. But you just had to see Billy's face. She's like, he didn't even flinch. I'm like, I've been living here for 6 years. Well, going on 7 years. It's something that happens probably once or twice a week at random times. Something like literally like knocks that hard, like a bunch of times. And you can be looking at the door. It can be part open and everything. The door don't move. It just does it. You can hear it. You just can't see nobody doing it.
That's funny.
Yeah, run, right? Yeah, okay, you heard a weird noise. It was like a high-pitched, I don't know, it was like a high-pitched girl's voice. I didn't catch what she said. Just like, right here beside me. Weird.
Awesome, though.
So I was watching this. It's a newer ghost hunter, and they're not like your typical ghost hunters.
Right.
They're really trying to help the spirits.
Mm-hmm.
And they do bring a couple gadgets and that, but they're not using like the necrophonics. They're not using like that. They're using a digital recorder where they ask a question and then they give it a full minute. And then they ask another question, and they play it back to see if they're in, and their main goal is they want to get something on camera to show others and to let you listen to their EVPs. And I really like this group of guys, and I can't think of the name of them because I just started watching them. But they have caught a couple things. But there's one of the guys, he's just such a sweetheart. He's really intuitive. And he was picking up the same thing I was, but this person doesn't understand what happened to them. And they would like to go into the light, but the other spirit there is making them afraid to go into it. So they just been stuck there out of fear.
They need us.
No, he let her in. And he actually cried. He said he could smell roses. It was just like he knew that he convinced her that no, the light was good. Whatever's there, because there is like you could tell it when they went into the one area. There's a very ominous presence there in that building. And there was something that one of the young men were saying. And I kept thinking in my head, please stop saying that because it's going to lash out at you. You know what I mean? Because you know how evil entities can get.
Oh yeah.
If you're not expecting it, they'll get you. I no sooner thought that thought. He was like, ow, like that. And he dropped the camera and he's done. He is running for the door. And the other guy, the nicer guy, well, the more sweetheart guy, they're both nice, but he picks the camera up and he's running. He don't even know what happened. When they got out there, he had it looked like somebody burnt him with a curling iron on his back. But like when they lifted his shirt up, he was like, I can't go back in there. And then the other boy that led that spirit into light, he said, you can't, and when you feel something negative, you can't pick on it or antagonize it and tell it to come for you because it's going to call your bluff. You got to reason with it and figure out why it's there. Is it just something that's angry and stuck there because it's stuck, it's angry? Or is it actually evil? There's not really much you can do about evil. It has to just go somewhere else. You have to convince it to go up away, but it's going to go somewhere else. So, I don't know. I'm digging them. And I don't think I'd be able to do fall leaves with that. That's more like brown crunchy, the fall's almost over leaves.
The leaves are dead completely.
Right? Dead leaves. Those are dead leaves. Our leaves aren't turning yet, but the maple leaf, like the little seed things, pods, they're starting to turn brown. So that means the maple tree is getting ready to turn. We've only had, last night it went down in the 40s. It's supposed to go down to 39 tonight. If it does it one more day in a row where it goes under 40, the fall leaves will start. The colors will start coming.
There's some of the leaves are coming down, but there's one tree, it blooms first, but their leaves falls down first. So we're seeing those kind of leaves falling down. So within maybe next week or so.
I'm just going by, I feel like my hummingbirds seem to have left a little early this year. I usually have hummingbirds from May to the first week of October. Well, I haven't seen one in 3 days, except for one. And that's the one that always comes the earliest, the bigger female. And they're just gone. So I only left the one feeder up and I pulled the other ones down and I boiled them because they're glass. So I boiled all the parts, dried it up, put it away for the winter, but I'm leaving the one out just in case till the first week of October because that's what our bird book says, you know. So I don't know. The bird, a lot of the birds this year, they just abruptly left within the last 2 weeks. Like our blackbirds are gone. The normal winter birds that stay here year round are even acting very weird, like huddling up more, like doing more like late fall activities now. And it's only been cooled down. I mean, we've been having horrible rain and heat. You know that. You've been hearing me bitch because it's been crazy.
Yeah.
Now we've had 2 days of cool. You know what I mean? But they're acting, they were already acting like that 2 weeks ago in the heat. Like, just their behavior was more like as if it was October. It's just very odd. And we noticed too, like, the deer are acting as if it's like October instead of it early September. It's just very odd. Yeah, like what are they doing? Like, see, okay, because everybody's talking about it on my Facebook and on my personal page. I got family all over the country, Texas, Oregon. I got some in Michigan, Florida, Tennessee, a couple in Maine, and everybody's saying the same thing. Like the animals are acting like as if it's almost getting towards the end of October instead of it being mid-September, like in their behavior, which is very odd.
It is. We could have a small fall season and winter, because usually for Georgia, it's like a really hot summer. We have an early winter.
Right.
So,
Well, our weather's been so insanely weird this year. Like it got warm pretty early in the year.
mhm.
And then I bought paint to paint the window seals on the other side of the house that we didn't get to last year because we ran out of time. And I got the paint in June because it was starting to warm up, because it has to be over 50 degrees overnight for that paint to cure right.
Mhm.
So I buy the paint in June. On a day it was raining, we went up, got the paint, waited for it to quit raining. So you need 3 days for that wood to dry out. First warm day, second warm day, and then the third day you can paint. Well, it's been 3 days of rain, 2 days of not rain, 3 days of rain, 2 days. And in between the 5 days that we had no rain, it was above 90 degrees, which it says right on the can, do not paint above 85 degrees because it starts to blister. It wants to bubble. So I couldn't paint for that 5-day period. Then it started raining for a week, then dry for 2 days, rain for 3 days, dry. It's been continuous up until right now. If I get one more day, that's why I was paying attention if it was raining. If I get one more day with no rain, it's at that perfect temperature right now. I can run out there and paint all 3 window sills and it'll cure up and won't bubble up. See? And that's what the Quaker parrots down in Florida, they leave for a while and then they come back to John Prince Park, I think it's called. And they usually never come till the end of October. They've been there about 8 days, I think my girlfriend Holly said. Way early, months early. They're like 6-7 weeks early. Okay, you want to laugh? This is a headline. Wife stabs husband with a squirrel.
What the?
And my cousin says, I have questions, mostly about the well-being of the squirrel. I just can't.
Oh my God.
All righty then.
Right. How do you stuff them?
Remember I told you I heard shots?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's on the scanner page. Report of an elderly person very pissed off. Woman got in his face, so he shot 3 times in the air. I told you I heard 3 shots. He's been detained. Nobody was hurt.
Jeez.
And people are crazy.
Yes, they are. They're getting crazier and crazy by the year. That's
Wow.
so awesome.
Hold on, let me tell Heidi. Hold on. You all right? Okay. Wacko. I don't know. You keep hearing my phone. Okay, hear my phone going off? There is nothing. Yeah. There's nothing there. There's no message. I keep looking at it. There's no message. There's no Facebook message. There's no Instagram message. There's nothing. It just keeps making the noise.
Ghosts, meet your match. This fabulous
All right, what the
collection
fuck is that? Stop it.
is so never looks so stylish.
Oh, okay, she's watching. I'm sure you can hear the Halloween music in the background.
So she's watching Halloween.
Yep, I'm looking all through. No messages. I don't know. I'm just rebooting my phone. That's what my cousin said. I'm trying to read the article and it's not elaborating on how she used the squirrel to stab her husband.
Oh wow. I mean, how you do that? It's like me.
Righty then.
That's just crazy. Unless the squirrel's okay, I'm fine.
Yeah, the squirrel's fine. So that's all I care about. Fuck it. Husband will be all right.
Yeah.
He's already been released. She's in jail, so everybody's good.
Yeah. But still, how can you stab someone with a squirrel?
Like I just have these visions in my head, but I just can't even fathom how you stab somebody with a squirrel.
Unless it's a statue. I can see a statue squirrel doing that, but even that.
I don't know. That's pretty weird.
Yeah. Like,
So I'm looking at all these new makeup stuff coming out. I'm just not feeling any of it. I kind of wanted that haunted house mansion one, but I don't like the palette. It's too similar to everything else that I have from ColourPop. You know what I mean? It's cute. I don't know. I've been looking.
let me see.
What was that other one I was looking at?
There's like so many.
Now that Gourmand Girls palette, the haunted palette, it's really pretty, but it's not $54.99 pretty. Look.
Oh yeah. I'll wait till that's on sale. Tell the truth.
There, that one.
That's pretty.
It's
I like the
beautiful,
colors.
but it's deceiving because they have it open with the mirror on.
Yeah.
There's 14 shades for $54.
No, that's not worth it. I'm sorry. The formula might be good, and
Yeah, I'm not real familiar with. And then this one is the Spooked palette.
that was cute too.
And they want. Oh, never mind. It's out of stock. $54.99. I mean,
Yeah. Even for the basic witch eyeshadow palette from Bella Butte Bar, it's $65.
yeah, like that. Like, why are they making it? I don't know.
I mean, No, like none of us have that kind of money to spend. I'm sorry.
No, not if I can, because I probably have every color. It's just in a separate palette. But I don't care. I'll lay 6 palettes out and do a look. You know what I mean? If I need that many different colors. Yeah, that's really expensive. Like these were $10 on sale. But I wouldn't have paid the 25 or 35, whatever they wanted for them, for 8 shades. No.
I just find it really.
Like I'm not seeing any cool. I thought Jeffrey would at least put out a Halloween mystery box. I might have went for that. But even that's getting iffy now because I mostly have most of his palettes. See, he doesn't have any sales on. He has some really cute clothes he's coming out with. Who else? What about Spoiled Lips? What do they got going on?
Let me look. Sorry. I don't know. Mom is
Like, I
just
want
like,
something different. I want something that really, like, I look at it and go, hell yeah, I want that.
yeah. That's how I am when it comes to like certain brands. Like,
And I hate opening pages and it wants you to sign up, like put your email in there, but there's no X and you can't get out of it.
Babe, get off my page.
I already signed up to Spoiled Lips Cosmetics. Get the fuck away from me here.
Hang on, I gotta see.
I want to look what you got going on.
So my cat decides to shut me off.
Oh, wow. Weird.
No, it's just she's not seeing what I'm doing and she's just being a brat. At least I can still hear me. Oh, Jessica, you can actually do this. Don't have to have your camera up when you talk to us. Okay.
See, now I would have thought Spoiled Lip would have came out with a Halloween themed palette, like a new one. The Call Me palette. It's cute, but it's not really Halloween-y colors. The Trick or Treat palette. It's cute, but there's nothing new. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah, there's just nothing new.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah, the last one that I really, really fell in love with, well, there was 2, was that Pricked palette by Jeffree Star and the Jawbreaker.
Right.
Because Jawbreaker, you can make almost any look you want. Now, I really like that Aurora palette. That was nice. But you're limited too on that one. You know, because it's all blues and purples and greens where, you know, we're getting into fall where it's golds and reds and yellows and oranges, rust color. It's like nobody came out with a really cute Halloween palette. And I hate when they come out with they do come out with a Halloween palette, but they don't release it till like 2 weeks before Halloween. And then what good is it? I want to play in it now, you know?
Exactly. But hang on. I am actually
Like Hot Topic has the fucking Camp Crystal one again. I don't like the formula of that.
right.
I mean, it's cute if you like collect stuff like that, just to have it on your shelf. But I'm to the point with that too. Like, if I'm not using it, I'm not buying it.
Right. Okay.
You get She Glam, don't you?
Jessica brought me the She Glam eyeshadow palette, but I can look on there.
No, what's that? No, okay. That subscription you get, what's it called?
Live Glam.
Is it going to be Halloween themed?
I don't know. They put up products like on the first. If you can skip, if you want to skip it for the thing, or you want to trade it in.
Right.
But She Glam came out with a new palette called Alien Mood Palette.
I don't know. I was looking at it. It wasn't speaking to me. It's pretty, but
yeah.
wow, there's a lot. You know what? There is a lot of new makeup companies, but you can see they're ordering from the same pre-made shades.
Yep.
Like this Creative Souls Cosmetics and the Spooky Deadly Sins Cosmetics. Same exact palette. Almost the same shades. They just opened in 2023.
I mean,
they're just getting those pre-made shades and throwing them in a cute palette.
I don't have that. Like, I'm looking.
Yeah, sucks. Because we can make our own palette. It's real easy.
Oh, yeah.
Because I do private label soap. I'm all in with all that whole group that does the private label stuff. You just design your thing and you just pick the shades they already have made up. But you never know what the formula is like.
Yeah. Look at this.
I'm surprised Heidi isn't bitching to lay down.
Fusion Cosmetics coming out with a new palette for Halloween.
Who is?
Fusion. They're doing
Fusion. Can you put it up on the screen?
Yeah, I can see if I can find it. So I know they have a few other ones, but I know they're doing a Casper one. But I don't know when they're going to do the Halloween yet. I got to find that on. They're doing a Casper theme. Like, they don't have it on the website either. But, let me see. I'm going to look at eyeshadow palettes here. Because they have different ones. They had one for Halloween for last year, but they had like a Ouija board thing. I'm like, yeah, no.
I think I have that. Isn't that the one I have? Or no, that was Peach. Something.
Yeah, I think that's Peach. Okay. They got one called Enchanted Forest Dark Castle. That was like not the one I was thinking of, but that's what it looks like. That one was just like, yeah, no.
It's kind of cute though.
It is. Only $9.
Yeah, Peachy Queen is what it was called. This one?
Let me see.
Every time I get hit, man.
Oh yeah.
I've only ever used it once because the color story is very odd. Look.
It is very odd. That's just weird to me.
Yep. All right, that's just like this Cosmetics by, or Lashes by Anna. The one that does all the Chucky, and
Yeah.
I started really looking at like where the stuff's from. And it's just pre-ordered stuff. She's just designing the case.
Oh. Oh.
So I'm not buying anything else from her anymore. Because it's all the same palette, different case. Do you know what I mean?
I hate when people do that.
Yep.
Just give us something different and not.
That's your own formula that you actually
Yeah.
went and made because you want people to wear it.
Hey, I like anime. No, I don't care for anime. Okay. Sorry. Okay, Perfusion. Okay. See, I don't know when they're supposed to be coming out. But I don't see the palette. I want to see the palette. Okay. Okay. Still not showing me the palette. I need the palette. Behind the scenes. I'm just trying to see. Okay. Back.
Looks pretty cute though.
Yeah. Like I don't know. Don't care for the lashes, but okay. But all I want is I just want to see what the palette looks like.
Right.
Look here. We just want to see the palette. Okay. Finally. I dig it. I like the
You ready
shade.
to lay down or you want to stay up a while?
Let's see.
Do you want to stay up a while or lie down? Do you want to stay up for a while or lie down? All right, I'll be down. I'm going to go put her to bed.
I'm just waiting for her. But yeah, oh Lord, these guys, they're just like, they're putting, naughty brain, naughty brain. Ah. Okay, I guess I'm hearing Halloween. The Halloween music on. Where that's her phone. I don't know at this point. Like I said, uh, damn. Like and share, subscribe. We don't have a community name yet, but we are working on it. Yes. We don't know the name yet, so there we go. Wow, that's just like we go and there's this. True, we can't name her that. No. Oh no. No, we're definitely not gonna name ourselves like that. Hmm. Ever since I found out I was a Virgo, I got a lot of Virgo stuff like yeah, that makes some totally sense. Like they had one that was really quite funny. And it's like, oh, it's like completely think I'm a Capricorn, right? And it's like, yeah, that makes totally sense. See the Virgo. Now that's makes even more sense with this. Put it all together. It's so funny. It's like now I watch a video. Watch a video of yours and see what's that. Because apparently I have to pay attention about February. Okay. No, I gotta wait till February. I don't want to wait till February. That's how many months? October, November, December, January. 5 months. I can wait 5 months. I don't want to wait for 5 months. Me don't want to wait. Yeah. You don't want. Yeah. Hmm. I've noticed too, motorcycles don't know how to really flirt. I find it's cute. I'm just weird that way. Meh. I don't want to wait that long. That's just wrong. Oh, okay. I'm just. Yeah, that's what I'm doing. I'm following them or liking them. I'm mad. Mary. It's one of them like marry, actually seduce and marry. That's it. There you go. Ooh, wait. I got something, right? Yeah. Because some of the bikers on the motorcycles, you don't see their faces. It's really rare. Rare. No, that's funny. They got those. Okay, I'm gonna show you this. Funny. Zodiac has best friends. Capricorn with a Virgo. Sad part is me knocking it into something, or somebody knocking it to me and have stuff on me. I love the muscles on these guys. The tattoos. I mean, I don't even ride motorcycles. I just like to watch guys with riding motorcycles. And I follow someone. They already put me on their channel on their Instagram because they invite you and everything. You want to join it or anything like that? And I got Michaela on there. I got my friend Cody. Then I got motorcycle dude that I can watch constantly. Excellent. So it's like one of those things. I can't ride. I ride behind. I be the backpack, as they call it. Boom, put in that TV. I guess I'm. Okay. Got another one. And let me know if you had that as a straight face. What the hell? Right? Oh shit! I laughed at it. Oh. Apparently I was like younger guys. Can't help it. Look here. I passed like a 20-year-old anyway. Huh.
Okay, I'm back. Now I'm eating Monster Mash cereal. I didn't eat all day. I made everybody lunch and I didn't eat because I was busy and overheated. What are we talking about? Smash or pass, hottie or naughty?
Motorcycle does.
Oh, well, I want to see.
I can't put it on.
Oh, pretty girl. Pretty girl.
Okay, Jessica. Okay, I'll show you what I sent. What I sent. The thing. To her. But okay. So I'm gonna be on your phone because I sent it on Instagram. I want to see if you can keep it as a straight face.
True that. Nut milk.
I saw this. I'm gonna show this to you. Like that. I was like this. I saw that. I'm like, oh my gosh.
What's the matter with it? You don't want it? You didn't like it? Okay. What's that one that looks like a cat?
Okay, so wait. This one? Okay. Called Vampire Cosmetics. They got Silent Hill coming up. This is this one. It's just weird. I don't know. For $20.
How many shades is in it?
6.
Oh no. Let's see.
We got Lottie London coming out with their new palette. And this one is from CVS. And that one just, no.
The last palette I got from CVS, it was like, I don't know, like a kid's palette. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Made like a kid's makeup.
Mm. Camp Crystal Lake palette.
That's from Hot Topic. Really
Yeah.
cute packaging.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't like the way their shadows perform.
Mm. Mm. I mean, I don't
I
see.
can't remember the one me and JC got. I ended up giving it to my young granddaughter
Becca?
from Hot Topic because it was more, you know,
Oh, this doesn't show
you
me.
could make a look out of it, but you had to really work at it.
I
It was
mean,
not pigmented.
hang on, I'll just put up by accident.
And I ended up giving it to Emery.
Mm. Like, I don't know. I just don't see anything like.
Yeah, nothing's speaking to me. I got those spellbook ones. They perform really well, but the palettes are really weird. It's really hard to make a look.
Daily Sins.
Like some of the colors just don't go together.
Yeah. That's just weird. I mean, I don't know.
People watching this stream probably like, man, all that bitch does is eat.
I eat too. Now, I want to see Revolution has coming out with some new palettes. They usually do.
Yeah, they had that Jack and Sally one year.
Yeah.
That one was very disappointing, but you could still make a look. Some of the
Right.
shadows didn't work at all. Others worked really well. It was a really weird palette.
I mean, Peachy Queen makeup, Trick or Treat.
But they're getting better, Makeup Revolution, as they go. Through the years, their shadows are getting better.
Oh yeah. I like their 10
Oh,
men.
yeah, definitely. Definitely, Jessica.
Okay, I see.
That green one there is cute.
Was- I see so many
See, but I got blood money, so
yeah,
and banana fetish, so I can make that look.
yeah.
Like, I guess what I'm looking for is like colors I don't have.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking for too. That's what I'm looking palettes anyway, is if I already have the colors or not. You know? It's just like sometimes the brands are just
And I'm the type of person, I don't mind whipping out 4 palettes to make a look.
right. Me neither.
Especially if they're all the same brand.
Yep. Okay, let's see. I want to see. We got Emily in Paris. Okay. I'm just like, see. I'm seeing if I got any Halloween stuff, and I don't really see any.
Yeah, I'm not seeing a lot this year at all. I'm seeing more like the headbands and like more accessories than I am makeup.
Yeah. Okay, I'm keeping this on there because makeup store with makeup without limits. Create your own gadget. Wait. Like I seen saw that on.
I mean, you could definitely make a bunch of looks out of that.
Mm-hmm.
Like that top row, you could do the dark maroon, bring it over to the light pink in the middle with the brown in the corner, and then hit it with the sparkle. You can make an orange look. You could make like a mauve-y look. Packaging's cute.
Yep. Like I see. Hang on. We got. This is that one. Okay. Even though we can.
I gave Gypsy a little piece of that cereal. She wouldn't eat it. She tasted it and it looked like she was going to gag. Now she's over there crunching her food really loud.
Okay. He's a weird one. Okay, we got. Okay. That was cute.
That is cute. See, now that color story makes more sense to me.
Yep.
You got a dark blue, a light blue, a shimmer blue, dark green, light green. I can't tell about the shimmer. I got some purples. You do something with that.
Man, that one I like.
Yeah, that's pretty. How many shimmers are in it?
Looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and possibly 7. Yeah, about 7. But
That was I can't remember the one palette I got. Remember, it was all shimmers.
yeah,
One matte shade and all shimmers. You can't make a look out of that.
no, you can't.
I mean, you can. You can break the rules and wear shimmer all over. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
But they don't blend as nice as like a matte shade does.
I do agree. Okay. I'm still looking.
I don't know why I'm so freaking thirsty today. God. She must have been tired. She's snoring. She's been in a bad mood all day today. And she doesn't always, I think after the hospital scare and surgery and all that,
Yeah.
I think she's afraid to tell me if she doesn't feel good. Because her last time she said she didn't feel good, we had a night in the hospital, then we were home a week, then we went to surgery, back in the hospital, all that pain, and as I told her, I said, it's not going to be like that. If you're sick, let me know, but you got to tell me what's hurting, So she kind of got angry with me about it because I could tell she didn't feel good. And she just says nothing. That's her answer. You all right? Nothing. You okay? Nothing. Like that. So I know something's going on, but I'm thinking, because I told you she's been grumpy.
Yeah.
Probably by tomorrow, the monthly will be here. That's my guess. Because she's kind of acting like she has cramps, but she won't take Tylenol. I tried to give her Tylenol. I've seen this palette before.
Yep. When we did our window shopping. When we ever had the chance to.
That's kind of cute.
I want to see what they're going to do for next month because they usually come out with some new ones.
Oh, thank you, Jessica.
Like they came out with the, unless they don't have it anymore. The Spider Queen. Well, that's $8 right now.
See, now to me, that's more like a Christmas palette. You know what I mean? I mean, you can make a cool spider look using the blacks and purples.
Mm-hmm.
Or a witch look with the blacks, purples, and green.
Mm-hmm.
That would be cute. With all the reds in there, it just reminds me of Christmas. I guess it could be a seasonal, like a winter palette. You could go from fall to winter in it.
I do agree on that one. Like they have like ones they constantly, I don't know. But that's about it. I was like, oh yeah, I totally forgot about that brand. No, my bullet. It's like, okay. It's like I'm still looking. Like, I don't know. Okay, what does it look like? Offer up $15 for how many shades? No, I never tried this palette nor this brand, so I don't know.
Hold on, let me look. Sorry, my Canadian friend is texting me, and one of our dead friends just texted her on Instagram. She is freaking the fuck out, sending me screenshots. She's like, you are not going to believe this, but Calissa is texting me from Instagram. She's been dead for 2 years. What the fuck?
What?
Wow, that's so weird.
Well, she's okay. That's just weird.
Wait, let me look at that. What do you do? What? Hold on, let me see what she's telling me. She's telling me go over to my Instagram and see if I got one. All right. I think she was already on here. Let me look her up. Huh. Wow. That's fucking weird. You know, it's really weird. I was just talking about Calissa to Matt yesterday.
That is weird.
Her son was murdered
Aw.
in Texas, and they never figured out who did it. And then it was just really weird the way she passed away. It was like everything was fine, and they just found her in the morning, and it just says natural causes, like not heart attack, not she just died. And she's younger than me, maybe by 2 or 3 years. And it was just creepy the way she died. And now for Holly to get a friend request from her to follow her on Instagram is really creepy.
That is creepy.
Like, what the hell? Like, I don't think that it's got to be a okay. It's a fake account. Somebody like cloned her account. I can see the underscore.
Yep.
There's like 9 accounts with her picture on it, all spelled the same, but like underscore or a dot and a dash. Really weird. Like out of the blue. Very strange. What's really weird is we were talking about her yesterday because I was watching Unsolved Mysteries or whatever, and her son's Unsolved Mystery came up. So me and Matt were talking about it.
Hmm.
Yeah, that's so lame to do that to people.
Mhm.
I'll tell you what really freaked me out was my dad's phone number must have got recycled into the, it back
Mhm.
into the world after he passed away. It was like 3 years after he passed away. My phone's ringing and it says dad. And I'm like, oh shit. I was afraid to pick it up. So I answered it and somebody asked for somebody else. And I said, when did you get this number? And they're like, excuse me. Like at first they got like a little cocky and I was like, please don't hang up. But when did you get this number? And she's like, I just got it. And I was like, that was my dad's old number and he's been passed away for 3 years. I was terrified to answer because I didn't know what was going to be on the other end. And she's like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. And she goes, and then we realized she missed out the number she was trying to get by one number.
Oh my.
Okay, then. Yeah. And what a coincidence, huh? I took it. I didn't want to, but I took his number out of my contacts. Very strange.
It is. Hmm.
You guys hear that? I guess the whole neighborhood is just killing each other out here. That sounded like it came about 3 streets down. Let's see what's on the scanner.
Mhm.
Oh, okay. Report of large disturbance, Cypress Avenue, which is right there, 1 block up. 15 to 20 people fighting.
Mhm.
Shots have been fired.
Oh shit.
Alrighty then. Somebody just texted. I was going to say the same thing. Nothing new. It's been going on for weeks now. What they need to do is bring a big paddy wagon down and just end it. Arrest them all. Sort it out at the police station.
Yep.
I'll give them all disturbing the peace. It's 12:17. It's after midnight. Give every person there a disturbing of the peace ticket.
Yep.
And just keep handing them out until
I mean, that's the only way to get these people to stop. Because this is like ridiculous. I'm glad I don't live like in the city.
yeah,
You have people who
I agree.
Love you, honey.
Love you too. Good night. All right, Gypsy, you don't have to chase him. Oh my goodness, you attack cat.
I mean,
Well, my city's not even that big. It used to be. It used to have over 100,000 people here. It was a steel mill town. And
Right.
there's probably 10,000 people here. But we got a big influx from Philadelphia. And with them comes that kind of gang mentality.
Mhm.
So they just start the shit over here. And what usually ends up happening is they all get arrested and they lose housing. So they go back. That's what's been going on. And there's work here, so. It's okay, Jessica.
Okay. Did you do?
I can take a joke.
We. Oh, never mind. I'll keep that to myself.
Yeah, because I don't sign on
Right.
until after.
Mm-hmm.
You hear the cops flying by?
At the
You
beginning
probably
of the
can't hear it because I have my mic facing me, but yeah, they're flying up the street.
Mm.
They don't come blazing into our neighborhood though with sirens, which I appreciate. Only if it's like before 10 o'clock, they will.
Right.
But, or if there's a fire, they do.
Mhm.
I mean, for as little as my town is, there's like at least 2 or 3 shots fired, calls, and probably anywhere from 4 to 10 overdoses a day. And then like regular, like fighting, like a lot of fist fights. It's really, for as little as this town is, it's just really strange.
It is.
And like everybody's like, how can you be so calm about it? My end of my, like in my neighborhood, the street that I live on, everybody knows everybody, and we're been here a while, so we don't have that kind of riffraff coming up
Right.
around here. It's all the rentals 2 blocks over.
Mm.
And what's going to happen is the city's going to start insisting that there's background checks and
Oh,
better background checks on their
yeah,
tenants.
that's what they should be doing anyway.
They're
I would
supposed
think-
to, according to the city, but they don't.
I mean,
Yeah.
they let everything slide until they keep on like, oh, we should have already done this. Well, that should have been a
I mean, they
person.
do, but they're just not enforcing it. They're going to have to start enforcing it and holding landlords accountable
Nope.
because people are getting hurt, you know.
Mhm.
As many shootings as there is, you never hear of anybody like them finding bodies or anything. It's really weird. But we did have like a guy murder his girlfriend, probably just 6 blocks from here. They got into the fight. The police told him to leave for the night. And next thing you know, the poor woman's dead in front of her kids. And it was like, you knew he had a reputation of that, of like domestic assault and coming back after the cops leave. Why didn't they just take him in and she'd probably still be alive today?
Yeah, she'll still be alive, but with her kids. That part, I never understood that.
My thing is that she was holding the baby when he did it. So she fell with the baby, but there was a 7-year-old, an 8-year-old, and a 4-year-old standing there watching. They're going to remember that. So now
Mhm.
those poor babies got to live with that for the rest of their lives. And they're going to have all kinds of issues for, you know, I don't know. I just don't understand people, how it gets to that. You know, that's like, I feel like somebody's got to intervene. It's got to start at home, of course, but like in the schools, better conflict resolution. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Like really,
Exactly.
it's like the kids nowadays and the younger people nowadays don't have any value towards humans.
Mhm.
They just, there's no value to a human life. And I just don't, I don't understand it.
Me either. I mean,
I get it. There's a lot of kids, you know, my friend Billy that was here yesterday, she was just here to vent. She works with troubled kids, troubled youth in schools. And it gets upsetting for her sometimes. She's just like, because some of them, you just can't reach them anymore because their
Mhm.
home life is so horrible. You know, their parents are addicts. They're being dumped here and there. And it's not the kid's fault. But nobody's like intervening, like pull the parents out, throw them in a rehab, get them cleaned up, get the kid in counseling, get the kid in a safe space. Because this back and forth, and I found my mom, you know, I had to do CPR on my mom, and this kid's 8 years old. You know, this is what's happening, and it's just too much for the kids around here.
it is. It's way too much.
I mean, and right now we are like overrun with heroin. It's just, it's so bad that, you know, me and Matt are going to go down to Rite Aid, get Narcan for our car, have the pharmacist make sure we know how to use it right, just to have it in our car, because at least once a month we come across somebody flopping on the street and nobody knows what to do. So if I could just hand somebody, here's some Narcan, hit them, I don't know. It's just sad.
It is.
There's just got to be a way. Like Narcan's not the answer. You know what I mean? There's got to be a way, because they say, well, it's their choice because you can't force them. But why can't we? Because they can put you away if you're a threat to yourself or others. Isn't that kind of being a threat to yourself?
Mm-hmm.
Like, why can't that fall under that
Suicide.
and get them help? You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
The insurance would cover it if that was considered a threat to yourself, because it really is.
Mm-hmm. I mean,
and at least get them in the door to rehab. No one's saying that every one of them is going to accept it, but maybe there's a couple that are going to go, okay, this is the help I need. I'm going to take it. And then straighten their whole life up, I don't know. It's just that I just hate to see it. It's like, and right now in our town, it's between the age group of 18 to 30. That's the ones that are falling out.
mm-hmm.
And it's so sad. I know. It's like, even in our little town, you go down by the bus station, there's been this old man that has been sleeping on the bench down there. You would think instead of the police officer going there and waking him up and telling him to move, take him to a fucking shelter. Get him some help.
Yep.
I just don't get it. We have all these houses. I'm telling you, Alex, there's hundreds of abandoned, beautiful properties that the inside of the homes are absolutely gorgeous. All it needs is a lawnmower. Clean the yard up, and that they could be, instead of having these people sleeping on the streets and finding them frozen to death and shit like that, put them up in there, put some heat in it, put electric in it, make it a shelter, and get them off the streets.
But they don't want to do that. That's the sad part.
It's just, our country shouldn't have homeless people. I just don't agree with it.
Mm-mm.
And we go to the city council things, and everything you suggest, it's like, no, against ordinance. Why is helping someone against ordinance?
I mean,
Yeah, I don't understand that either. Matt is a veteran, and his American Legion, they'll ride and they try to get people off the streets, or at least get them transportation back and forth to their doctors, fund it. But it's just, there's so many, I mean, they fought for our country. They should at least be taken care of.
mm-hmm.
That should be our number one priority. And getting our youth some sort of conflict resolution classes so that they know how to navigate in the world without hurting someone when they don't agree with them. To win is to walk away. Walk away. Okay, the person said something you don't like. Walk away.
Exactly.
Let them live, They should, I mean, seriously, inside tents. Oh my gosh. And you got people like Elon Musk, or, all these rich people that could just donate a tiny house. What would it take to every movie star in Hollywood? Just one little tiny house. They have the money to do everything else. They can, buy a $30,000 lunch. Buy a little tiny house. Make a little like a tiny house town for veterans. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I agree. It's just such a mismanagement of finance in our country. They help people that don't need it. It just doesn't go to the right areas. What is that big long pallet or something on your top shelf there?
This one?
No, the other shelf. I can't see that shelf. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, your gamer girl. Okay.
Yeah, I got that one. I got the Wet and Wild one.
Oh, okay, okay.
And I got the
That's a
Morphe
nice
one.
palette.
Really
How does
good.
it perform?
Really good.
Good.
And I got this one. Oh, the guess this out is
Oh,
Morphe.
that's pretty.
Yep, it's from Morphe.
I only have one Morphe palette and I like it, but I just kind of got away from them when, I don't know, when they changed hands. I just didn't like some of the things they were doing.
Hmm. What about the shadows? Because apparently,
They're only online now, aren't they?
yeah, they're all Ulta.
Oh, Alta's carrying them too?
Yeah, they just don't have their own stores anymore. But yeah,
What about Rude Cosmetics? Did they do anything for Halloween? Oh, where'd you go? There she is.
my mouse button hit the big thing. Always has to happen. Once it's only once. Like, oh shit. Oh yay! Is that just because Diego's here? No, it happens no matter what.
Let's see if Rude Cosmetics has anything.
Let's look.
Nope. Oh, they just got the spooky lip looks.
They do. That's all they got.
Let's see that I can see. Spooky lip looks Halloween with Rude Cosmetics. Ugh. Pop up.
Kind of right. Okay, what we got here?
I don't know. Do you have any of their lip products?
No, I do not.
Me either. They don't. If you go look at the close up they're doing of her lip, it doesn't look like it covers much. Go to the Spooky Lips palette.
On Rude Cosmetics.
Yeah.
Okay.
So go to lip.
Okay. Goes to lip and goes to.
Okay, now how did I just have it pulled up and it's not there now? Oh, maybe new arrivals.
Hmm.
Is there a search?
Yes.
Yeah, look, Spooky Lips.
Oh.
What the hell?
Let's see.
Let me make sure that that was rude. All right, Rude Cosmetic. And you're on Rude Cosmetics, right?
Yes.
Oh, never mind. That's because it's from 2022. Why is it on there like that? I don't know. I don't like the way it looks.
Hmm.
You have to go in like your Google search. Hold on. I'll send it to you.
Okay, send it to me and now.
All right. And then scroll down past the first look to the one that's like green and kind of like Beetlejuicy. That
Okay.
kind of look. It doesn't look like it covers good. Oh, maybe just because it's such a matte formula.
I think it's just because of the matte formula, but I
don't know if I like the way that looks. I've never used their lip products, so I can't really judge by looking, you know?
Okay, they got the Beauty Juice Inspire look. They're using eyeliner.
Oh. See, I don't like that.
And the one they're
Oh.
using is, yeah.
All right, so they have this palette up there, but they don't show the inside of it. Oh, spooky lip looks. It's not a palette. Gotcha. Okay. I thought maybe it was like a little lippy palette.
Right.
Well, that sucks. Well, what about this year? I don't see no spooky stuff this year. Maybe next month.
Possibility.
So I like it when you can order it like in September to use in October.
Yeah.
Because it gives it a chance to get here. We're already 16 days in, you know?
Go first. I just don't understand, you know. I don't know.
Time is flying for sure.
Yup. Okay.
I'm starting to get tired.
I'm there with you on that one. I know where Halloween is. What day of Halloween is. It's okay.
So it tells you. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it tells me what day. I was like,
Okay. Yeah.
like,
That vintage palette. Who made that? That one with the.
I think it's Hot Topic.
Ah,
Yeah.
I hate their formula. It sucks. I like that little black cat just for the packaging.
Oh, yeah. From Hot Topic.
Yeah, I wouldn't use it, but packaging's cute.
Okay, we got Cara Beauty or Cara Beauty.
I hear good things and I hear bad things about them. I just think,
Yeah.
I mean, Renee uses them a lot and she says that she can make a look out of any of their palettes.
Yeah.
A decent look.
I mean, I haven't tried any other palettes, but I want to try. Okay, this is.
Oh, Halloween eyes.
Yeah. So, I'm actually on the UK site.
Yeah, see, they're already having like the fake blood, the scar stuff.
Yeah.
And that's the way ours should be. So you get it all in time before, because, shipping can be weird sometimes,
Exactly. And it's
especially with all these weird storms coming in and that.
Oh, they're vampire cosmetics.
Ooh, Silent Hill. That was a scary movie.
Pre-order now. But I don't know what the. Okay, we actually see. Okay, looks like they got lipsticks. 3 liquid lipsticks and 2 eyeshadow palettes.
Are they showing the palettes?
I think so. Okay, somebody's opening them. But why is my screen so big? Oh, but I never said that. There we go.
Oh, creepy.
Mm-hmm.
Ah, what a bummer. That's a disappointment.
That's 1 palette.
Okay.
You got the Silent Nurse. Okay, I found the Silent Nurse one. Like, how is that?
That's not Halloween.
No.
Well, that's poop. All that hype for that. What's in that rabbit one? Rabbits can be creepy. Especially that bloody rabbit.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's not Halloween either. That's pink. That's Easter colors. What about that cat? That's more Halloweeny, don't you think? Minus the yellow.
Yeah.
Those purples are cute, though.
$20.
Yeah, no. What a bummer.
I don't. They got Wuthering Height Books palette with different.
They're almost all like the same.
Yeah.
Yep, people are losing their creativity.
Yeah.
Well, I guess there is only so many colors to pick from, but still, give us something cool. All right, see, now I can make a look out of that.
Me too. There's like, I don't know. Creative Soul palettes. Right.
Now that's more Halloweeny.
Yep.
You could do a pumpkin. You could do a really cool witch. Witch eyeshadow look. You could do a spider look using the blacks and the purples.
That's not 30 eyeshadow for how many? $30 for an eyeshadow.
That's not too bad.
1, 2. For 18 eyeshadows? Not bad.
Mm-mm.
That's not bad.
Mm-mm.
Oh, they got Slasher.
That Scream, that Slasher one, that's pretty good for Halloween.
Yeah.
I don't know why that blue's in there, but whatever.
Yeah, right?
I'll take one weird, look at Jeffree Star. He makes a yellow palette and puts pink in there. So, okay.
Yeah. So, might as well.
I guess you could do a blue and black, like that black, and then like go to the lighter gray and then put the blue on it. That would look pretty cool.
I do agree. Okay.
I'm just tired of the same looks. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Getting bored with it.
Which one is that one?
That's kind of cute.
I don't know which. Hang on. I know it's from Amazon, so let's go on Amazon. Cara Beauty.
See, I hear good things about them. Look, that's a cute palette.
Yeah.
Lots of different colors. You could go witchy. You could go pumpkin.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of like, they could do away with all the light colors in it. Could have put like a green and a light green and a dark green. That would have made it perfect.
Nope.
But that's not a bad palette.
I mean, I'm just.
I'm bored with everything. What's really been bugging me is you get all hyped up about something and then you get it and it works like shit.
Exactly.
Or you get it and you can't make a look out of it because there's too many shimmers. Or vice versa, too many mattes. It's like, or else the shimmer doesn't complement any of the matte colors in the palette. Like you got a purple palette and their shimmer shade is I don't know, yellow, blue, or some weird color, pink, you know.
I saw this one at Amazon. I saw this one on Amazon, but I was just like, that's on Etsy though.
Oh, Enchanted Forest.
Yeah, I'm at eBay. But I don't know. Some of them are just like.
I always get afraid it's used and then by, you know.
Yeah,
I don't know.
especially from
I got
eBay.
the used thing. I just can't. Yeah, that makes no sense, right, Jess? Like if you sent me a palette that you used, because I know you, I'd be okay with it. But you know what I mean? I'd be freaked out about eBay.
I'm there with you. I mean, none of these Halloween palettes don't speak Halloween, except for
Yeah.
Revolution.
Yeah, that one's the best one so far.
I mean, I want dark and creepy colors,
Right.
like bloody red or dark mossy green that you'll probably see on a zombie. The dark midnight blues.
Yeah.
But no, they're just not giving us.
All right, girls, I'm going to hop off here, go in and
Yeah.
like the stream, wash my face, brush my teeth, and I think I'm going to go to bed.
Yeah, I'm going to do the same thing. I've been waking up around 6 o'clock the past 2 days, which I'm fine with. But, I was like, yeah. Hey, here's something yawning.
All
Like,
right.
yeah, I think I should wake up 6 o'clock and be active and finish this and finish that. No, I don't want to do it. It's like, damn it.
Right. Hold on, let me jump on there and like this real quick. Let me turn the sound off so I'm not talking twice. All right, I'm back. All right,
Okay.
Good night, Jessica. Good night, Alex. I'll talk to you in the morning.
Okay.
All right, good night.
Good night. Oh. Oh. After, I mean, my new success. Good night, Christine. Yeah. I'm trying to keep myself in a good time limit because I do use the free thing. But yeah. I know I'm tired. I didn't get to sleep myself. Yes, Krusty Krabs. So I am going to bed myself, and I'll see you and talk to you tomorrow. And thank you for coming, Jessica. Especially when I might go, you know how I. You too, Jessica. I love you. And yes.